Hello and welcome to the 2021 Valley Center Bowl at Don Odeshu Field, Stadium 76. It's the home Merced College Blue Devils against the College of Sequoia Giants, and it's on NorCal Sports TV. Under the Thursday night lights and the final game of the season for these two teams, the College of Sequoia Giants coming all the way from Visalia to play against Merced College on their home field. We have a great matchup. Merced coming off a victory against Hartnell. A thrilling game came all the way down to the wire. The final 30 seconds lasted 8 minutes. And then Sequoias, they're coming off a win as well, a one-point game against Shasta, 27-26.
Yes, wonderful season for Merced. It's been fun watching them. They had a few that they dropped early on in the season that could have easily been victories. I mean, they could be walking into this thing 9-1 or even 10-0. They had a remarkable season. It's been fun watching them, and we're excited that they made it to a bowl game and they get to host it on their home field. Very exciting night, a Thursday night edition, and if you're watching online, we appreciate you being here with us. If you can make it to Merced in the field, they're waiting for you. They'd love to see you here.
Thank you for joining me, Levi Flores, and my dad, Justin Flores, here at Stadium 76. The last game for Merced was 2.5 weeks ago against Hartnell. 36-31 victory in the final seconds. A pass from Jacob Betancourt, the freshman, to Mateo Brinson, the sophomore tight end, which eventually ended up winning the game. A thrill. All the players were excited. It gave them a chance to play in a bowl game. But a few minutes after, it quickly turned to kind of a sad moment as Coach Bob Casey announced his retirement from the head coaching position to the players. And so this is his final game at the head coach helm.
Man, I tell you, when you think Merced college football, you think Coach Casey. I mean, he is like the face of the team, of the school. And, I mean, he's not leaving the school, but just from a coaching standpoint, yeah, he's just kind of been here. Everybody believes in his program. You look at the team that pulled together, the amount of players that come and support him and want to play for him. So whoever's coming in has got some big shoes to fill. But I'll tell you, I think they're going to continue on with the Casey program for quite some time.
The emotion is unmatched in this game. Merced coming into this, losing their head coach, knowing it's his last game. They want to make sure it goes out with a bang. Casey, one of 5 head coaches in the school's existence, in his 12th year at the head coach helm.
Yeah. I think he's actually been on the helm shorter than the rest of the coaches, but you think about the existence of the school in its 50-plus years, there's only been 5 coaches, and he's one of them.
1964 to 2021. When we look back at what he's done for the team, first place in the conference, second place, third place, I mean, 12 years is a long time. So when you go back and look at what he did, this is his 3rd bowl game, first one back in 2016. They won by 1 point, and then in 2017 went back for a second time, lost by 1. So knowing the history of Coach Casey in bowl games, we're set for a good one.
Yeah, well, the players obviously have the fire in the belly right now, too, because of being the final game of the season, knowing that they're in a bowl game, they get to play one more time. They hit them with the Gatorade at the end of that big win against Hartnell, which, I mean, my heart is still kind of pounding a little extra step, I think, because of the excitement of that game. But here they are tonight. I'm sure they got the fire in the belly. They want to come out firing on all cylinders and just want to take out the College of the Sequoia Giants quick if they can.
College of Sequoias plays in a tough conference. They play teams such as San Mateo, who's one of the top few teams, Diablo Valley, Fresno City, Sacramento City, and Modesto also playing in a bowl game in just a few days. So they're in a tough conference. But Merced, the conference that they're in, they're a little lower, but they show the stats as a team like College of Sequoias and San Mateo.
Yeah, and they match up dollar for dollar when you look at the numbers. You know, the College of the Sequoias, they've had some hard lessons learned this season, but like you said, in a league that is a little more intense maybe, but Merced can play with those guys, and we watched some amazing games this season. I think tonight Merced's going to wow some people.
The all-time record between these two teams, Merced College 17 to the COS 14. So Merced can go up to an 18-14 all-time record over the team, or the College of Sequoias can make it a 17-15 record.
Well, I'll tell you, time is going to tell that, and it will happen here tonight.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College Football, Minter Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. Welcome to the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. I'm Levi Flores along with Justin Flores. It's the College of Sequoia Giants against the Merced College Blue Devils. A great game starting in about 4 minutes. We'll see how these teams match up. They haven't faced off really in the past few years, but when we look back at the last time these two teams played in the postseason, 1997, and Merced won 31-14.
1997?
Yeah, before I was born.
Yeah.
Before most of these players were born too.
Right? Yeah, I was going to say that's been some time, so we'll see how things have shaped up over the years between these two teams. Ryan Kraft, of course, the starting quarterback for Merced, or we assume he is. He's the sophomore, 6 foot, 200-pound out of Sonora, and it's been fun watching him this entire season. He's got family all over the place, including a brother who actually has been tuning in from France. I'm assuming he's listening now, or at least prepared to, but welcome to the broadcast all the way from France, and tuning in. We have a few others, too. We've had a couple of the coaches roll through here, say they've got some good friends listening and watching and relatives out of Chicago, Morgantown, West Virginia, and a man by the name of Dave Silverstein, who's actually tuning in not too far from here from Chico, California, but welcome to the broadcast.
Wherever you're listening, you can comment in the comment section. Let us know where you're listening from. Also, while you're there, subscribe to NorCal Sports TV. College of Sequoia Giants, when we look at their stats, they are a heavily passing team. They pass 261 yards a game and rush only 94, where Merced, highly rushing. They keep it balanced, but they have some of the top rushers, and their numbers show that too.
Yeah, sometimes when you don't need to throw the ball and you got guys that are going to hit you 9-10 yards every down, that's pretty good, with Sequoia averaging somewhere between 3 and 4 yards per carry, but their yards in the air are big, which means they complete most of their passes. But I think they're going to be surprised, and I'm sure they've watched the film. Of course, they know Merced loves to throw the ball as well, whether it's Betancourt, whether it's Kraft, or just about anybody else. We actually watched a young man, freshman QB, who's 6 foot, 195 pounds, out of Gustine. His name is Jonathan Martin, throwing during the pregame out there for Merced, and it's like, man, is there any player that Merced doesn't have that can make some things happen? So they've got a lot of arsenal under the belt, but I'm looking forward to watching the Giants here throw the ball tonight, because that seems to be their bread and butter.
Looks like Merced will be kicking off to start the game from right to left. COS will get the ball first, and along with some of those players that are going out for what seems to be the first time this season, a few players from LeGrand High School going out onto the field dressing up too, and LeGrand High School just won the D7 Division 7 championship.
Tell you, Central Valley of California, including most of the Valley team, the foothill teams, up and down Sonora, up around there, Amador, a lot of players to pull from to play this awesome game. And when you get those guys outside high school coming into these college uniforms, it's just madness to watch them all play together.
Center Bowl at Don Odishu Field, Stadium 76, Merced College. Thank you to Coach Borba's family checking in, watching live from home. And the new head coach announced for Merced is the defensive coordinator, Coach Panasco. So he will be taking over the realm for Coach Casey starting next season.
Man, that's just got to be exciting. You've got a coach, been there 12 years, and he says, here's who I want to succeed me. Let's get you set up and prepared. I'm sure they've been talking about it for some time, but it's kind of exciting to be able to come into a program and know that you're going to be the 6th coach in the history since 1964, and they've given you that responsibility, but the excitement of the players and those that will be returning, and I wonder how much of the coaches on the sideline will be returning with that coach. And to continue the winning tradition and the exciting tradition of Merced College football.
College of Sequoias coming into this one 5-5 overall, while Merced 6-4, so Merced with the better record and getting the home field advantage. I talked to one of the coaches, won't specifically say the name, but he said, we may have a big home field advantage or we may not. It just depends on how much of the city and the localism surrounds them during this game and if they show up to support the team.
Every team that has walked in here to play Merced has really given them a run for their money. It hasn't been easy for Merced to win the games that they have won. They've learned, like I said, they've learned some hard lessons this season. No losses, all lessons learned, but man, a couple of games that were dropped were very difficult to swallow, even right here on this field. Man, I can't believe it's already time to play. It seems like we just got here.
Augustine Pisa to kick off for Merced in the Valley Center Bowl is underway. Kickoff being returned from about the 16-yard line, finding some good yardage to start it off. And the College of Sequoia Giants will be at the 31-yard line, starting their first drive. COS starting quarterback Nathan Lamb, 9 games played, 149 completions for 248 attempts, a 60% rate on pass completion.
My goodness. Yeah, this guy's going to be fun to watch here.
Leading receiver is a tight end, 37 receptions for 4.1 receptions a game. He averages 46 yards per game as well. And an empty backfield to start it off for the Giants, and it's Lamb looking to throw. Down the middle, and it's picked off by Merced. A quick turnover to start it off, and he has room to run. To the 30, finally gets tackled down at the 23-yard line in the Merced College Blue Devils. One play and interception, and taking it back down into Giants territory.
Randy Lozano picking that off. Solid coming. It was without a doubt the ball they knew who they were going to throw to. I think COS came out, and Merced, who had probably been watching on film, who was their number one receiver, and he just put that thing right up there. And those secondary for Merced defense just beautiful.
Merced
Beautiful
College,
pick.
8th in defensive interceptions in the state, 4th in the conference, 17, well, now 18 on the year as a player is down, hurt, injured on the field. And it is a College of Sequoia player. We'll be back in just a second. A big start for the Merced College Blue Devils at the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. 1 play, 1 interception, and the Blue Devils have it down at the 24.
Randy Lozano out of Hillmar, California. The Hillmar Yellow Jackets representing on that pick to start the game. Merced now threatening.
Play action, a pass over the middle to Mateo Brinson, and he gets down to the 9-yard line, a first down. Looking good for Merced. As Ryan Kraft had the play action, I thought he handed it off, and so did the defense, as they get a quick first down and inside the red zone.
Man, that's one of the plays that I had been watching for some time early on in the season, those quick little hot passes to the tight end. It was good to see that they did that, and they faked me out too. I'm watching the runner, and I realized, oh, no, he's got the ball down there.
Kraft back in the gun. Incomprera on his right side. This time hands it off. Incomprera finds the hole. Touchdown, Merced.
Man, nothing doing. They made it look easy.
2 plays for the Merced College Blue Devils, and they get on the board early against the College of Sequoia Giants.
After the big pick, picking up big yards, those 2 plays, 24 yards, 1 pass, 1 run. Hey, they're running a balanced offense right now if you look at it.
You see the move from the offensive line for Merced. They made a wide open hole for him, but by the time Incomprera was able to get to that hole, it started to close. He cut back inside, found a different hole, and was able to find the end zone as Pisa puts through the extra point attempt, 7-0, only 46 seconds into the first quarter. You're watching Merced College football on NorCal Sports TV. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football. Minter Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
Welcome to the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. 46 seconds in, and the Merced College Blue Devils lead 7-0 off a run from Justin Incomprera. Kickoff back to the COS Giants finds itself to about the 37 and a flag down on the field.
Merced is running their balanced offense. They pass to their tight end on the first play, and second play Incomprera for the rushing touchdown. And another player down for COS. That's 2 after 3 plays, 4 plays in this game.
Earlier is Mark Jean Lewis, the wide receiver who had the ball intercepted from him.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and get and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. Other games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the 3.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for 3. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills?
Beautiful
I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
Oh, my goodness.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was meeting new people, because I thought there's going to be very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second. Has another shot. Puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl at Don Odeshu Field, Stadium 76 at Merced College. The Blue Devils lead 7-0 within the first minute, but 2 players down for COS, one a few minutes ago, and now 1 player down. We have speculation that it could be Kelsey Demps, the freshman running back for COS.
Yeah, the injury timeout will continue, and so we will continue as well.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because personally I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was fun.
So it's one of these deep guys? Yeah. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because personally I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was fun.
Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
Look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl, and the Merced College Blue Devils lead 7-0 over the College of Sequoia Giants. 52 seconds into the game, Merced leads by 7, and an injured College of Sequoia Giant on the field. It is number 36, Kelsey Demps. Been out there quite a while, finally bringing one of the stretchers out to take him off the field.
Yeah, obviously not the situation you would want. I mean, the season's over. This is a bowl game, supposed to be the big hoorah, the final swan song of the season. And we've already seen 2 COS players injured. One was able to walk off the field. We've played less than 1 minute of actual game time. COS in their initial they had the ball to start the game. They took the kickoff, and on the first play, it was picked off by Merced's Randy Lozano, who ran it back for quite a few yards. And then from the 24 of COS, Merced, 2 plays later, scored a touchdown with the PAT good. Those 2 plays, though, were massive. They were a nice pass to the tight end on a fake from Kraft, and then, of course, the run from Incomprera, who found a hole moving right to left. And so Merced was really on a run, and right now the players being kind of iced off. It's cold weather, and they got to keep themselves warm and stretched, because I'm sure the game will continue here shortly. But, I mean, what we're dealing with right now on the field, we have seen absolutely no movement from that player of the College of the Sequoias, which is not something you'd want to see. It's the last thing anybody would ever want to see out on a field or in a game play. I mean, there's obviously a high-contact sport. Football is known to have its injuries, but not something you'd want to see here especially in a game like this where it's a bowl game coming out again for their swan song and all. We really do hope that young man is able to walk on his own 2 feet here eventually, because it looks like now, I don't know what we're showing on the screen. If we're showing, I don't think we are, but it looks like they could be getting ready to move him. Either going to lift him up. There were some flags thrown at the end of the play. Again, this was Merced's ensuing kickoff after the score, and it was picked up and taken by a player. And this player who's hurt is usually one of the guys who takes the ball. So he was there blocking, and there was a lot of players all kind of got into a tussle in that area, and we saw a lot of bodies moving. Again, it appears that it was 2 COS players that collided, but again, that's just what it looks like from our view on the camera. And we do know that a flag had been thrown. I'm sure we'll get all that once we get this player off. But the players of the team now are kind of surrounding the player who is still on the field and was on his back. And like I said, we had seen no movement at all from him.
You talked about the cold weather affecting the players too, and this is the first game for Merced that has been played at night on their home field. And, it's a big thing for the players being held off just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You can tell the hometown crowd showing up quite a bit, one of the biggest crowds that they've had. COS normally plays in a big crowd, too. They have one of the largest attended football games in the state for junior colleges. And Merced, not quite so much, but they're getting the people out here from the city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in a real somber mood right now. I mean, we went from raucous of, saying, wow, 2 plays and scoring to all of a sudden this situation here as the time kind of stretches on. I think we're looking at somewhere between 12 and 15 minutes now of stoppage of play time with the player absolutely. We could see his arms moving, and that's about it. But, yeah, real somber mood here. And here comes the ambulance now coming onto the field. So they've called for emergency medical staff, and I guess that's what they've been waiting for.
It's 7-0 Merced College Blue Devils over the College of Sequoia Giants. And until they get this figured out and start playing again, enjoy this word from our local NCS TV sponsors. Seven to nothing, Merced College Blue Devils up over the College of Sequoia Giants. I'm Levi Flores along with Justin Flores. Injured player finally off the field. Hometown crowd clapping for him. Never want to see an injured player. And the Giants starting off with a run off the left side. A first down, staying on the feet. Plenty more. And a big, about 18-yard gain for COS.
Going to have to start stretching those muscles again. That was a big run for their play here, first play back from the injury. There was a flag on the field during that run back that resulted against Merced, which put COS in Merced territory at their 47, and then that run took them to the 28. So that was a big 19-yard gain on the run for COS, who we've known their run game is there. They don't get a lot of yards usually, but that's a big run for them.
First and 10 now from the 29. It's Nathan Lamb taking the snap, handing off, second play in a row, and he's swallowed up in the backfield for a gain of nothing. Kelsey Demps, number 36, was the injured player for College of Sequoias, the fourth leading rusher of the team behind even the starting quarterback. He's played 5 games, 21 rushes, 84 yards, and averages 16.8 yards per game, which is quite a bit when you take into account they only rush 94 yards a game.
Yeah, and with that injury, of course, we'll take him out of this contest, and so those will be his stats for the year. He will be he's in an ambulance heading to the hospital, and thank goodness the hospital is literally just across the street here.
Lamb taking the snap, short pass left side, nearly intercepted again, but falls incomplete to make it third and about 11.
They've ran a total of 4 plays. The first pass from the first play of scrimmage resulted in an interception. Their second pass of the night almost resulted in an interception there, and then they've ran 2 running plays. So far in 4 plays for COS, who have shown in their games this season that they are a highly passing team, so far have yet to complete a pass for any positive yards.
Here's Lamb once again. He has 3 receivers to the right side, resulting to the run game. And taken down after a gain of 3 is number 1, Jaden Panetta.
So now 4th down and 8 for COS at the Merced 26. A little too deep probably for a punt, obviously. I don't know what their kicking game looks like, if they kick field goals or, you know, from this point here, they could probably just go for it. I'm looking still for a completed pass.
completed one to the defense, and that was his first throw of the game. But looking to one of his own players, of course. And he will put 4 receivers out there, 2 to both sides, and Pineda in the backfield on his right. Trying to get the defense to jump as Lamb throwing again. Caught at the 12, taken into the 5, flags down on the field, and the stop of forward momentum finally stopping at about the 6.
Yeah, boy, he had that guy there, and the defender in the backfield just turned around and kind of lost his footing, which allowed the receiver to wait for the pass. Of course, we did have flags thrown in the middle of the field. A lot of bumping and grinding going on between offense and defense. It was man-on-man coverage back there deep. Here comes the call.
And it will be holding against Merced, and since they're inside the 20, it will... And it looks like they declined it so that they do get that yardage. So no more advancement than just the passing play of itself. And it looks like it's about the 7-yard line instead of the 6. 7 yards to go. College of Sequoias' third down conversion alone is 9th in the state at 45%. 4th down 13, where they're 13 of 30 on 4th down, completing again another one.
And that one, of course, yes, and here in the red zone, we'll see what the red zone offense looks like.
Play action. Bootleg right side, finally throwing, and it's caught for the COS touchdown.
Six plays and 47 yards. COS responds to the Merced touchdown with a touchdown of their own, and now the extra point attempt to tie it up.
That was Anthony Valencia, the 6'4" tight end out of Mount Whitney High. And to tie it up, no, they're going to fake it, go for 2. Coming in quickly, the Merced defense takes them down, and the ball goes down as well. 2-point conversion, no good, as the Merced College Blue Devils lead 7-6 at the 2021 Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV.
Did you say Anthony?
Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp. It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl at Don Odishu Field, Stadium 76 of Merced College. The Blue Devils lead 7-6 after a failed 2-point conversion attempt. The placeholder took the ball, decided to throw it, but there was no one there for him.
Yeah, that could, by the end of the game, that could, be a huge factor in the score. But it was kind of nice. I'm sure COS excited after the injury and a little somber mood to be able to put together a series and punch it in against the Merced defense.
Merced College taking their first run back, and it's down to about the 33-yard line. Good starting position, and the first full time that we're really going to see Ryan Kraft is the first time he was already down inside the 20.
Right, yeah, and here we go again on the kick return. Merced always getting 15-plus yards. That's an 18-yard kick return for the guys, and as you said, Kraft now with a lot of field in front of him to do what he does best. And it's only been 3.5 minutes of actual play time, but we've been in the game starting now 30 minutes ago because of some lengthy injury timeouts here. Hopefully the guys are still warm because they have yet to really put a real series together.
1st and 10 from the 33. It's Ryan Kraft at the helm of the team. Play action, throwing. DeMondre Evans over the center, gets the first, and down after a gain of 14.
Yeah, nice pass, quick slant type play. Evans was ready for that, and Kraft didn't even hesitate. He snapped, looked through, and Evans was just blasting through with nobody covering him. If they're going to give him the short game, that's going to be huge for Merced.
Three big plays for Merced so far out of all 3 plays of their own. Another handoff to Incomprera, who's taken way down in the backfield. And they're going to say he gained nothing and lost nothing, so back to the line of scrimmage for 2nd and 10.
They couldn't even bring him down, wrapping him up. He eventually ran backwards out of the huddle there. Strong player when you can't even bring a player down like that.
And if you remember to the final game for Merced against Hartnell, Ryan Kraft went down late with an apparent ankle injury, didn't come back in the game, but now starting off this one for his final game of Merced College. Here's DeMondre Evans in motion, finding his way for another big first down.
Yeah, way to go, Evans. That's one of my favorite plays that Merced does. They put a man in motion, and on the snap, they just kind of, I don't even know what you call that. They just, from the chest, Kraft just grabs it and just kind of shovels or just tosses it to the man in motion, and Evans in a full run, and you get him onto the outside, he's going to gain some yardage, as you saw him do right there, getting that first down. That's one of my favorite plays that Merced does. I don't know what it is about that play, but everybody who they've played has not been able to stop that run.
Here's Kraft again, throwing, play action, caught, Dasani Tate for another first down and more.
Man, Merced's firing on all cylinders. Everybody's getting a touch, and this is the depth of their chart. These are the first-string players. You get the other guys coming in, you will find that they can do just as much damage, and they all play. You can tell they practice together. They know where everybody is. Kraft just looks up. He knew exactly where his receiver was going to be and just puts it right where it needs to at the right time. And right now, COS defense on the passing game in the mid-range is allowing these plays. They're not quite covered, and that's a dangerous place to be when you've got a team like Merced who, short game passing, they'll take it all day long because those guys will run it as well. They'll gain the yardage if you give them that short pass.
The chains haven't moved yet down on the field, and now the ball finally being placed down, switching it around. Merced's offense is ready out there and talking about the multiple touches from different players. Ezra Morales on the far side of your screen at the top just came in, but they result to Incampera, who gets hit at the line and swallowed up once again for a gain of nothing.
Yeah, COS has to have something to be proud about. If you can stop the inside run, that's a good thing, because right now Merced's going to try to run this balanced offense between the outside passing, that little shovel pass getting to the outside, and trying to get in the inside. And one area that COS has been able to stop Merced is in those inside running plays. They've only ran a couple, but each time they've been able to stop it. You have a three-man down in the front. They're kind of running that 3-3-5 defense.
2nd and 10, Kraft staying in the pocket, short pass right side into the flat. It's Incampera, room all the way down, touchdown Merced. Justin Incampera off the pass, wide open, and finds the end zone.
So Kraft throws that ball. I look up and I think, my goodness, that guy's wide open. I don't know what happened, but the linebackers and the rest of the secondary of COS bit on something out there that I missed, because I was expecting Kraft to get hit in the backfield as they sent in 4 players rushing, and he just had Incampera wide open, and of course the 12 yards Incampera is going to take easily.
13-6, and Merced has a chance to put one more on the board. It's Augustine Pisa for the extra point. Snap, hold, and a kick, and Pisa does it again. 14-6 with 9 minutes, 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was meeting new people, because I thought there's going to be very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
(14-6), the Merced College Blue Devils up over the College of Sequoia Giants at the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. 2 possessions for Merced, scoring on both, finally giving it back to the Giants, who will take it down the left side of the field, and a big hit from the Merced special teams, keeping them inside the 30.
Man, goodness, that area of the 30 for COS is just becoming a zone for big hits. We saw something similar in their last kickoff, in which we had an injured player. Thankfully, everybody got up from that one, but there was just a collective, even in the coach's room next door. Merced, 6 plays, 67 yards for that touchdown, and the PAT good to go up 14-6. They've ran a total of 8 plays tonight. COS has ran a total of 7 plays. This is their 8th play coming up, and they had scored on their previous possession.
They weren't also to weren't able also to convert that 2-point conversion that they tried off the fake field goal. And we see another running play from Pineda, who gains actually a decent amount of yards for their rushing game. That's 6.
Yeah, nice 6-yard game. It looked like a little, or 6-yard gain rather. It looked like a slow developing play, but he just went on the outside and kind of ran behind his tackle and was able to get 6 yards on first down. So that leaves a lot of options. And when you have a passing offense like COS, this is probably exciting for them because a 4-yard game is doable on third down. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a nice big pass, something into the secondary here from 2nd down and 4.
Amari Padilla limps off the field. Former said he'll get checked out on the sidelines as the Giants get back out on the field, 2nd and 4. And maybe we will see Lamb's arm for real for the first time.
Yeah, they've got their tight end double tight. He's flanked. But I wouldn't be surprised here we see a pass.
There it is, right over the middle. And
that's
it
a tough one.
Like it dropped out right at the last second.
Yeah, right in the middle, short game, mid-range. And it was there, just a little low and couldn't quite hold on to it. I'm telling you, these guys are going to lay it all out on the field here today.
Just slipped out while he was on the move. He was running before he got the ball in his hands. So 3rd and 4, possibly another 3 and out for the College of Sequoia Giants.
We haven't quite seen the air game.
Actually, the first one, sorry.
Yeah, they converted a 4th down earlier, but they were deep in Merced territory.
Has the receivers out there again. Merced's defense flying in. A deep pass, one-on-one coverage. It's caught at the 25 and down to the 15. College of Sequoia Giants striking with another big pass.
So I just got done saying we haven't seen what the stats show as far as the big air game, and there it was right there, just a beautiful pass right where it needed to be as a post run. I mean, that was just a simple post pattern run. Defender, unfortunately, behind the offense, the intended receiver, and that ball was just thrown exactly where it needed to be. Kelsey Demps. Bryson Allen.
Another short pass hits off a Merced College helmet and bounces to the ground, making it 2nd and 10.
The defender's going to want that one back. He's going to be dreaming about that. The ball was in the air and just kind of hung there almost like in slow motion for just a second. That could have easily been picked off.
Bryson Allen moves to the sidelines after making the big play, and in form comes Josh Williams, the sophomore wide receiver, so pay attention to him coming out of Tulare. Staying in the huddle quite a bit longer, 2nd and 10 from the 15, still have a chance for a fresh set of downs, or they can just strike and put it in the end zone. Merced's defense looks a little bit confused as Lamb is about ready to take the snap. Pass to the right side, over the outstretched hands, and falls to the ground once again. Intended target, Coleman Jones.
Just a little too hot, but the intended receiver put his hand out there, which deflected it, which slowed it down. And the safety back there trying to grab it and get the IT, or the INT. And I had a feeling Lamb was going to go in the air with it there. I mean, that just was a quick slant. And it's probably a play that they run regularly and can usually connect on, because we know from their stats they are an air game and they pick up big yards. So
moves Pineda out to the left side. It's a quarterback draw, faking to the right side, dodges one tackle, gets another big hit, and down to the 5-yard line. But it looks like they're going to mark him short, just short of that yard to gain.
Yeah, they needed to get to the 5, and he made it to the 6. Nice run by Lamb. Nice quarterback keeper. He went to the weak side as everybody loaded the left side as he went weak side, even being picked up by defenders. He's a big guy. Lamb out there stands 6'3", 212 pounds out of Tulare. And he ended up getting the first down because they're going to mark him at the 5. It looked like he was down at the 6, but they gave him a nice, generous spot at the 5. So a fresh set of downs for the Giants here.
1st and goal. And you can see Pineda out there. He has a different color jersey than all of them because it's green from the fresh grass, marking him up on the run game. Here he goes once again. Pineda finding a hole, pushing through, and his offensive line can't get him inside. Yes, they call it a touchdown.
Oh, my goodness,
6
he fought for
points.
that one. That was a battle of battles, and that young man who sits low to the ground just bulldogged his way in, and that's what you're taught in the game. Keep moving your legs, and if the defenders are not going to wrap you up and slow you down, you just keep going for those inches, and that's what he needed as he was hit inside the 2, and he just battled his way in there, and the whistles were never blown, so why stop?
Saw on the replay that one referee was standing right there at the line, but the 2 referees on the sides signaled for the touchdown. You would think it's the guy standing right there looking to see where the ball is at, but 2 referees signaling for the touchdown overwhelms the one that was right there, making it 14-12, and instead of going for the fake, they're just going to go straight up for the 2-point conversion. It's Lamb with the wing tee.
Try to tie this thing up. They went 7 plays, 70 yards to score that touchdown.
Pineda gets the flick, and he gets taken down big. Merced College picks it up. Nobody in front of him. Starting to trip up at the 30, going to hand it off. Looks like he's injured, and taking it into the end zone for 2 points is number 8, Randy Lozano.
Man, Randy Lozano just happened to be there taking that ball from his player, and that guy is hurt. He pulled up, and he's holding his hamstring, and that's a tough one, man. You're running that hard, and you're getting down there, and you're excited, and here go another injury, this time for Merced, but the excitement here on the field, unparalleled. We just had not seen this. This is some gameplay we are seeing here today. A huge hit that coughed the ball up that caused Merced special teams to pick it up and run it back 95 yards.
And if you go back and watch the 2-point conversion play, it was Lamb who handed it off to Pineda, but the Merced College special teams was there before Pineda can flick it out. Pineda had a huge hit. Merced College able to pick it up, run it all the way down. And I'm going to give the credit to Johnny Bravo as he ran all the way down to the 20-yard line on his own with the team behind him before having that hamstring-type injury. And it was Randy Lozano who ended up taking it in for the 2 points. But Merced College gets the ball back because that was the 2-point conversion attempt and not the touchdown. So add 2 points to Merced, make it 16-12, and College of Sequoia Giants bit once again on the failed 2-point attempt.
Man, can you imagine you run 95 yards just to score 2 points? An exciting 2 points, but nonetheless, special teams putting up some numbers here today. I kind of feel bad because when he pulled up and started grabbing his leg, it reminded me of Magic Johnson in the 80s. He would have those hamstring injuries there on the forum floor, and whenever you'd see him pull up like that, he would just throw things and throw a cup of water. He knew he was out. And if that really is a real hamstring injury, because he was just running with all his might, he had a full 95 yards to get downfield, running everything he could, and it doesn't take much before you pull some muscle there. It'd be nice to see him back in the game eventually, but a big play for Merced and something I just have not seen in quite some time.
Another kick return for Merced College, taken back from the 5. Cuts right side, has a big open field in front of him if he can go through the defenders, and it's DeMondre Evans down to the 35 with another Merced College football helmet on the ground.
A 31-yard kick return there, Levi, and I'm telling you, they pull 15-plus yards almost on every kick return. I love the special teams of Merced. They play hard, and now here comes the offense to continue to do some work with a 4-point lead instead of the game being tied like COS was hoping to do. Oh, and looks like they're coming back to the 20 here.
And there's going to be a block in the back on Merced, unfortunate, which, according to the point of the penalty, was quite about the 25-yard line, as I would guess to say, as the ball is placed at the 10. So after the big kick return, gets taken back anyway, and it's not Ryan Kraft this time. It's the freshman Jacob Betancourt, who's been known to have big drives. And he is in the gun with 4 receivers.
He ran that game-winning drive against Hartnell in the final game of the regular season.
And a handoff here for the first play of Betancourt. They lose about half a yard.
They've ran three plays inside on the running game, and nothing has happened for Merced on the inside run game. That COS front defensive liner is just too much power and too much muscle. They have 3 guys down, and they have 1 guy up. So their front, it almost looks like the 3-3-5, but they do have that 4th guy not down necessarily. And it's just too much muscle for the inside game for the Merced runners.
Now look at this formation for Merced. Wing T, 1 receiver. They hand it off from the right side. A huge hole finally gets hit in the secondary. For a second, I thought he was gone.
Coach is running everything he can out there. He says, you know what, guys, let's try to get that inside run. Let's let COS know we may not just play a normal inside run. Let's try something new here. And that right there, offensive line opened up. Offensive line coach, coordinator Jeremy Hurtado's got to be proud of his offensive line on that one, given the hole for the runner like that.
And it wasn't just one runner. It was Isaiah Hidalgo who went through the hole first, made the lane for Romello Presley, who then ended up getting the yardage, and that's why they got the first down, thanks to Hidalgo, and then, of course, Presley, the ball carrier.
Very well executed play for sure.
Here they go again, but it's Betancourt's arm to the left side, and Mateo Brinson was the intended target, but the ball was nowhere close and a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, after the play, they threw that out near the quarterback. Betancourt, I think the ball may have got tipped just a little bit. It didn't quite have the juice on it, and he definitely threw it underthrown if it wasn't tipped. But that flag was thrown after the play as the players were coming back.
And there's going to be a holding call on Merced.
Most of the penalties here tonight against Merced. That doesn't help.
16-12, and it's still the first quarter.
Been a long quarter, a couple of injury timeouts, one big one.
2nd and 20 for Betancourt. Looking to throw once again. Brinson gets it off the left side. Another big flag thrown all the way back at the line as Brinson got to about the original line of scrimmage. The offensive line staying where they were, so it looks like it's probably going to be against Merced. And another hold.
Somebody's just not keeping their arms and elbows in on that offensive line, and I'm sure Coach Jeremy Hurtado needs to take a look and see who's stretching their arm out and holding. I mean, COS is bringing all of 3 guys in. A 4th player sometimes goes in, sometimes stays back on the line. Somebody's just on the offensive line for Merced's just stretching their arm out just enough.
So first and forever from the 6-yard line, Betancourt still controlling the team.
Trying to get a hard count on the defense, but nothing was doing, and now some adjustments being made.
Here's the snap from his own end zone. Having to scramble out, finally throwing, and it is caught for a gain of 15.
My goodness, what a huge play. Betancourt put all he could into that as he was chased down near the goal line, and so picks up 15 yards on first down. And now we're back to 2nd down and 10. We can breathe again, boys.
Ezra Morales, the receiver, gets him back to 2nd and 10. Once again, like you said, they can breathe, they can make an easier play, and they can run back a little bit if they need to. It's Betancourt, play action over the middle. DeMondre Evans for first down and more to the 35, and the helmet comes off.
What COS is going to see now, that even though Betancourt's at the helm taking the snaps, he does the same thing Kraft can do. They run the same plays. That was just that slant play again to Evans, of all people. I mean, they run that slant. You're going to give him that inside game. It's almost as if, we always talk about exposing certain plays or certain styles. What they're doing is exposing the defense and saying, hey, we're getting that middle game. Let's keep doing that. We can get 10 yards on every play here.
And with DeMondre Evans on the sideline now after the helmet came off, you have to come off for one play if your helmet comes off. But they can put out somebody else out there, try to fake out the defense, and run a play that they haven't seen on film. 1st and 10 from the 35. It's Betancourt. They're going to hand it off to Presley. He's hit out the line, and another 0-yard gain.
I'd say keep throwing those mid-range passes just inside the secondary, outside the linebackers, because that seems to be what's working for them. Because when they do, whatever they do when they run Evans in that slant, or even the tight end, Brinson, they're able to get those passes right there, right behind the linebacker, right before the secondary. It seems to work for them. Whatever is happening offensively, those linebackers are biting on something that's taken place. Maybe they're thinking they're going for a run.
They're going for a pass right now. Watch for Dasani Tate at the bottom of your screen. The defensive back playing far off him. They go to the opposite side. A catch and a gain of about 6.
I mean, they gave him that 5 yards. You see that? They played off that on the pass. I mean, Betancourt and these guys just have strong arms. They have to throw 20, 30 yards to get to those players there, getting the ball there in time. So 3rd down and 5, not bad for Merced here. I think they're going to make something happen here. Watch for another one of those slant pass plays.
That was Darren Evans, the receiver. 3rd and 5, they have to get to that first down marker. Betancourt trying to get the defense to jump. back at the sideline, getting the play from Coach Borba. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and the 1 running back, Romello Presley, off his left side.
They're trying to draw the defense on the hard count, watching to see that linebacker was coming in on the blitz. Here he comes.
Dropping back, faking the throw, taking himself in some trouble. Betancourt taking the hit and down for a loss of 4.
Wise play by Betancourt. He had some men downfield, but it wasn't enough for him. He couldn't quite see it. Once he was being chased down and had the turnaround, he's going to have to cough it up, so he wisely just held on to it rather than force something that could result in an INT. A punt here for the first time for Merced could put them deep COS in their own territory. Couple of good, solid plays there, and I think Merced has saw something. I'm almost positive the coaches here are seeing something in the COS defense that's exposing an area that they're able to have some positive plays in, and I really wish they would have thrown to that middle again.
And it's Dasani Tate, the punter, averages 32.6 yards and a very high one. Defense came in quick, and that's going to bounce at the 40 with the Blue Devil bounce. And it rolls about an extra 10 yards to the 30-yard line on the COS side.
Well, the one thing Merced did was they controlled the clock. 9 plays didn't go far, but 9 plays and a lot more of the clock burned off as COS takes over down by 4.
And it's Nathan Lamb once again coming out for the offense of the COS Giants. And they seem to be looking to pass.
Yeah, and you see Merced playing close man on man here.
Another handoff, 2-yard gain on the carry.
I like how the defense is watching. The corners, linebackers, safety were really watching on the play, and once they saw that the handoff had taken place, they ended up running in and didn't get much there. COS just held him to 2-yard gain. Because we know they can throw long. Post pass we saw was a success. And look at Merced here playing in tight.
COS, it's Lamb under center, has a man in motion, finally hands it off to the tailback. And the Merced defense stopping anything trying to come through the line.
That's what you say, nothing doing. Whatever they were attempting to do there, Merced sniffed it out and was just ready to pounce on them.
3rd and 10 now. Lamb going all the way over to the sideline, talking to the coach about what the next play is. They'll push 4 receivers out. He's looking to the man up top of your screen for an extra period of time.
Now the pass coverage pulling off just a little bit.
Lamb
zone.
In some trouble, finally having to throw. It's caught, and he is right at the line to gain as they start moving the chains early.
Yeah, Merced gave him that, and they're going to give him an extra yard there as he was dropped just beyond the 10-yard marker, and they gave him that look, allowed him to see it there. They knew it was coming, and I think Merced just playing just a little too far off on that zone defense because we know that quarterback Lamb can get those balls in there. I mean, they're similar quarterbacks to Kraft and Betancourt of Merced. They can really fire bullets in.
COS can get probably one more play off before the end of the first quarter. That's finally coming to an end. 4 scores, or 4.5, if you will, with the 2-point attempt going the opposite way in favor of Merced. But the Giants going off the field to end the first quarter. Blue Devils up 16 to the College of Sequoia Giants 12. You're watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was fun.
It's the Valley Center Bowl at Merced College. The home Merced College Blue Devils taking on the College of Sequoia Giants. Blue Devils leading 16 to the Giants 12.
Well, it's been an exciting one quarter of play, even though it's been an hour of play. I mean, we had a big injury timeout. We haven't had a report back from the player that was injured for College of Sequoias. He was ushered to the hospital after laying on the field for quite some time. But Merced and both COS have made it a very exciting first quarter, and now with COS with the ball down by 4, which how they got down by 4 was exciting to watch as well. Second quarter here is going to be just as exciting, I'm sure.
COS starting 1st and 10 from the 42. A pass over the middle is caught for a gain of 4.
We know this Giants like to pass the ball. And, a 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. Merced's been able to stop them. Merced's defense has really been sniffing out and paying attention.
COS will be pushed into the pistol formation. 2 receivers right side, puts one in motion. Hands it off to the tailback, and another huge stop by the Merced College Blue Devil defense.
One of the things about the defensive line is they will sniff out a run, and COS hasn't had a lot of running game in their season, but tonight they're trying to run more than what their stats had showed. And they're finding that Merced College is a running defense. They love to defend against the run, and they're very successful in stopping most running games.
That was John Friend on the carry. He's played 8 games, 69 attempts for an average of 3.7 per carry, and he's still out there on the left side of Lamb.
Man-on-man coverage on the receivers.
3rd and 9, Lamb over the middle. Once again, caught, first down. Plenty more to run off the right sideline, and takes a spill at the 35.
Yeah, number 6, Willie Neal Jr. was on the run out of Fort Myers. He was cooking from the time that ball was snapped, and he was inside the defender. They let him have that, and the quick pass from Lamb dumped right to him. He just put the Jets on, and there he went.
Another first down starting at the 35 now.
7th play of the drive coming up for the Giants, the College of the Sequoias.
Hands it off, splits 2 defenders, and gets a gain of 3. Should have been stopped at the goal line, although he was able to split those 2 Blue Devil defenders who are coming in off the sides and get those few yards.
Yeah, he stretched himself out once he was hit by Nate Ruiz, 6'1", 210-pound linebacker for Merced out of Atwater's Buhack Colony, the Thunder. He picked him up almost on a shoestring tackle, but he just had enough to stretch out and get 3 yards out of it.
Lamb to Pineda. Pineda finds a hole and gains 5, just short of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and 2. We haven't seen a lot of passing from Lamb. We've seen a decent amount. Not what we expected, though. And remember, all the way back to the first play of the game, he threw an interception, which turned the tides, and Merced College was quickly on a big advantage.
Yeah, they capitalized on that, ended up scoring on their first drive, and they scored again before COS was able to start scoring. But you're right, we haven't seen a lot of air game, and that last run was pretty decent because Merced has been able to stop the inside running game.
3rd and 2, here we go again. It's a deep pass, left side, one-on-one coverage, and it's out of the hands, incomplete. 4th and 2 for COS.
Boy, that defender for Merced got there quick, but I'll tell you, the speed of the wide receiver of COS, he got to that ball right away. Thankfully, the Merced defender was able to get there as well to keep it from being caught, but man, what a play.
That was Bryson Allen, who, if I'm not mistaken, caught the touchdown pass earlier for COS. Though that time just out of reach for him, where he couldn't bring it in. 4th and 2, it's important that the Merced College defense does not jump off and give him that free set. But we'll also see what the COS decides to do with running or passing. They go to the run game.
Boy, if he gets the 2 yards, he deserves that because he was pushing hard. We finally got the whistles, and he might be short, and now major flags are thrown.
Penalty came after the play, so whether he got it or not, it's up to that. Referee's calling him short as of now, and if that is the case, Merced does get the ball, although it moves back to the 15-yard line, and more flags coming out at the very end. Not looking good for whoever these penalties are on.
Well, the referees were looking right at the Merced players. A lot of chatter going on there. I think once the whistle was blown and the play was called dead, it's probably the best thing to do is get the players off the field. Start walking off, let them figure it out. We already had one flag thrown. We don't know what it was for. But those last two, I think, were against Merced for sure.
The last game for Merced, there was obsessive celebration calls on that final play that gave them the lead and ended up winning it for them. And that's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct for COS. Unsportsmanlike conduct for COS, that's 2. And then unsportsmanlike on Merced. So 2 penalties to 1.
I think a little bit of emotion got the best of one of the Merced players there for that final flag that was thrown. But you're right, it was kind of a 2-1, COS having 2 against Merced's 1. You really don't want to see any of that kind of stuff. But you start getting emotional. First of all, Merced was able to stop the running game of COS. They were about and threatening. They were in their 10th play of the drive. They started from their 31. Here they were in Merced territory. All they needed was 2 yards to get the conversion and keep going. Merced was able to stop him. You can just imagine the amount of chatter that's going on in there. Yeah, boy, I got you. You can just imagine anything like that. And then you start getting a little bit of extra arms thrown out there, a couple extra words. Referees, once they get involved, you need to just step away.
Going back to that game against Hartnell, those obsessive celebration calls. Looks like we're going to have one more call here from the referee. First, unsportsmanlike conduct on COS. And one on Merced. A holding call on COS.
Yeah, personal foul. Okay, so that's what happened there. Offsetting unsportsmanlike conducts, but a personal foul against COS. We didn't get the number. Well, that still means that the defensive stop for Merced was good. They get the ball at their own territory there at the 27 on the turnover on downs. Wow. I think we've seen just about everything here on this field this season, Levi. We've seen just about every kind of thing you can imagine. Exciting plays, exciting finishes, exciting wins, comeback victories for even the visiting team against Merced. The last time COS scored, they went for a 2-point conversion, coughed it up on a fumble, and Merced ran 95 yards down to pick up the 2 points. That's where we're sitting here at 16-12.
And with that extra penalty on the end for COS, it advances the ball forward 15 yards, and Merced finds himself at the 41. Another big stoppage of play, just trying to figure out the penalties that occurred on the field.
None of the coaches are balking at it. They're just on the side talking with their players and saying, all right, let's move on. Let's play some football.
It's Betancourt once again. He's in some trouble, finally throwing, gets it out of bounds, avoids the receiver, but a flag late.
That flag was thrown very late by the back judge on the sideline here. I don't know if these two players, COS and Merced, were going at it or if he's going to call intentional grounding.
And it's going to be a defensive hold, so move the ball forward.
Wow, so they're calling that way away from the ball. Maybe the referees are trying to stop something from escalating before it gets there by talking to the players, and if they're seeing something they don't like, they're going to call it immediately, which is a good way to help kind of keep the game in control, especially if emotions are going to start running.
Handoff for Merced, stopped at the line, gain of nothing once again. 2nd and 10, but 2 penalties bringing him down the field. That last play, no intentional grounding because he was outside the pocket. Once you're outside the pocket, you can toss it away.
Reggie Freeman Jr., big D-line, 5'9", 290-pound freshman, Marvel High School out of Pearland, wherever that's from. Nice defensive stop by that young man for the Giants.
Betancourt looking deep downfield, and it's over the receiver, incomplete. Dasani Tate, intended target.
Well, you know, if you can get the ball near Tate, he's going to catch the ball even against a 2-on-1 as it was there. Just Betancourt just didn't have the arm for some reason on that play to get it to him. Tell you what, these teams are making an exciting game for us here tonight, though, that's for sure.
16-12, a one-possession game. Betancourt still at the helm. Ryan Kraft and Jacob Betancourt switching on and off throughout the season. Kraft usually the number one quarterback, although Betancourt getting some reps in there as this could be also his final game of his JUCO football career. Dodges that tackle, slides away in positive yardage as he gains 3, and it's 4th and 7.
So on the snap, I was going to say Brinson looked like he had this look as he was lined up out there, and he went straight out and was open for about 3 to 5 seconds. Betancourt just scrambled the opposite way and didn't see him, but he could have had that hot pass to Brinson, who could have taken that thing to the house. Unfortunately, he just didn't quite see it as he found himself in trouble running from the defenders.
Merced forced to punt once again from their own 46, and it's Tate at the COS 40. A deep punt down inside the 10, takes a good roll, and it cannot be stopped in time for a touchback.
Nice hustle by the special teams of Merced. Nearly got there to stop it. We saw that quite a few times this past season as well, as the punts have landed just inside the 5, and they've been able to get it. Not that time.
So as that rolls into the end zone, COS will start at the 20-yard line. Zachary Mahoney was the player for Merced who was trying to stop it before it got into the end zone, but with that much of a roll, it's hard to stop a ball traveling that fast.
He called for the fair catch, but that thing was just coming down so quick, and it was probably wise of him to let that thing go. But, man, that just took one of those Merced bounces that we've seen all season. And, man, if they didn't just miss it by maybe half a foot, getting that thing stopped inside the 1.
Pineda, end around right side, gets good yardage, hurdles over 1, and taken down after an 11-yard gain.
Yeah, nice heads-up play. He saw that player coming in and knew that the player was going to take him out low, trying to stop his feet, and he wisely jumped over him. It's not necessarily the wisest thing to do. It was wise in that play. He saw the guy coming because you could really get hurt there. But, man, a lot of razzle-dazzle from these teams, and it's nice to see. COS, like you said, we hadn't seen a lot of in the stats of them running, but when they do have the runs on the outside, they're able to move the ball pretty good. That was an 11-yard pickup on first down.
Giants have another chance here. 3 receivers left side, 1 to the right. Back to the run game they go. Trying to find a hole. Gains 1.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Like a little broken up play, slow moving to develop. And in Merced's favor, tackle the guy, get him down. Let's move forward. 3rd down. Or 2nd down, rather.
Jaden Pineda taking a huge beating for the Giants. You can tell his white jersey is all green now. The leading rusher and getting a lot more playtime than most of the other games. Averages 3.1 yards per carry for the season.
That's what teams like to do against Merced. If they're known to pass, they'll come in and try to run against Merced because they know Merced's been watching film on them.
Lamb slitting through the defenders, gets another great pass, caught for the first and plenty more, dodging tackle after tackle inside Merced territory and down at the 40.
Nice heads-up play. There's Willie Neal Jr. again, 5'10", 179-pound freshman out of Fort Myers, and a nice big play for the Giants.
Willie Neal Jr. averages 9.8 yards per reception, has only played 4 games, but showing off his skill in this one.
Well, he's fun to watch, I'll tell you that much. He gets the ball. He is just fun to watch.
Very similar play than what we saw earlier. And at 1st and 10, look for him once again. It's Lamb. There's the defensive line. Finally forced to throw and outside the reach of Pineda.
Boy, I'll tell you, what a heads up. I thought he had Pineda. I didn't realize the ball was thrown so far outside Pineda's reach. He didn't even attempt for it. But, man, he just turned around. He saw Pineda. That's the one thing about COS here. I noticed when Merced comes in and they come in blasting and they get the quarterback on the run, what they end up forgetting about is the guys who can touch the ball and have good hands. They're staying near the line of scrimmage, and he can quickly dump it out to them. That one, in favor of Merced, obviously, was an incomplete pass.
Nick Aguilera coming out of the game for Merced, lost his helmet on the field. Once again, having to take that one play away.
They got Ramos one-on-one out here on the left side.
Lamb play action. It's Pineda. Gets around the right edge. A gain of 4, finally being pushed out.
Yeah, great play. And I'm sorry, it wasn't the player I said. Coleman Jones was out here on the side.
All the players moving over to the COS sideline as that's where the player was taken out.
Not much movement on the ball, but man, crowd really getting into this now. Now there's a 3rd down stance for the Merced defense to try to stop the Giants here.
After a big first quarter of scoring, 16-12 in the first quarter alone, the second quarter still remaining scoreless. COS on the brink of doing so. Lamb gets the low snap, throws left side once again. Pineda with the reception to the 30, and a double team tackle taking him down just short to make it 4th and inches.
Yeah, he didn't quite get that first down, but Pineda's been the workhorse for the Giants here tonight, and I'm sure they'll go for this on 4th and 1. What they do to go for it is will be interesting to watch. If they go for the inside run, of course, Merced has been there to stop them, so they're either going to have to go on the outside around the tackles, maybe somebody in motion or a quick dump pass, or they try to go inside and maybe try to fool Merced. Merced thinking that they're going to pass, and they go inside as they come in on the I here.
I formation, and it's the COS dead zone where they can never gain the yardage, but Lamb looks like he did so.
All he needed was a yard, quarterback keeper. Merced says they got the ball. Is there a fumble underneath there? 7th play for the drive for the Giants. Yeah, 1st down, Giants.
Finally moving the chains there. 30 yards to go. 6 minutes, 42 seconds left until the half.
You know, you mentioned the jersey, and of course on a real grass field you can see who it is that's getting either a lot of touches or hitting the ground a lot, and number 1, Jaden Pineda, in his white jersey for COS is pretty much green. He has been working it for them here tonight, probably getting more touches than he had all season, and he's still out there even though they spread the offense out.
Another rush for him and another stop for the defense. A loss of 1. Jaden Pineda can't do anything.
You know, they spread the offense out, hoping that Merced's going to bite, but Merced's D-line, they do not mess around. They stay in their position. They watch. Their linebackers are keying in and watching for certain players. And right now, the D-backs for Merced are just on point, staying close, almost man-to-man. We've seen a couple of big passes. There's been some great times that COS has had some big plays, but right now, Merced really keying in on this offense. And I don't know if it's by design that COS is just trying to run the ball, give it to Pineda more, or if they thought that they could expose something of Merced's defense, but hasn't happened here tonight like they were probably planning.
Neal Jr. and Allen, both the wideouts for COS, and another big catch by the tight end, number 87, Anthony Valencia.
So you see what happens. You know, they go to their bread and butter on the tight end. They can go 10, 11 yards because we know that's what they did all season. And that time exposing right there in the middle game, kind of like what Merced does offensively against COS. I think they were expecting another run game or another attempt run. The linebackers bit and opened up the hole in the middle.
Just inside the red zone, Pineda goes out. And it will be Lamb in the gun. Another low snap, hands it off to the right side. A new running back for him. Gaining 3 yards, that's number 28, Caden Schaefer.
Nice little run for Schaefer. First time we've seen him here tonight, but when you're able to get 5 yards on first down, it opens up a lot of possibilities now because we know the arm of the quarterback Lamb, 15 yards, that's nothing.
They have a 67% red zone touchdown conversion rate, so 2 out of 3 times they're going to find the end zone when they're inside 20 yards. They've done it once already, and this could be another stop for Merced if the defense can hold. Second and 6, Lamb pulls it off. Play action, right side to the 10, and forced out at the 8. First and goal, COS knocking at the door.
Yeah, he at least got the first down, and now 1st and goal to go with 8 yards. Anything's possible now. A quick slant pass, quick hot pass, tight end, anything's possible. We might even see a dump pass into the corner over to the wide receiver, although they pulled out one of their tallest wide receivers out there, Bryson Allen, 6'2", 190 pounds, just came off the field. And this is COS's opportunity to take the lead here tonight. They haven't had it. It's been all Merced, but a touchdown here will take the lead.
Wing T once again for COS. No receivers as they pitch it out to the left side. It's Pineda in big trouble, dodges away from one, and a loss of one.
Nick Aguilera, number 52, big 6'3", 260-pound sophomore out of Hillmar High School. The Yellow Jackets representing, getting the stop for Merced among some of the other players there that came in on the assist, but he was there to touch first.
And I don't want to say it wasn't a smart decision, but with Pineda only averaging 3 yards a carry, your 1st and goal, you need more yardage than 3 yards, or else you're going to be forced to kick the field goal. So I would go either for a short pass or try something else that you know is going to work to get more than 3 yards.
Yeah, because anything we've seen on paper, this is not what COS is known for. So they're doing something that's trying to throw something off, or maybe something that they hadn't seen on film. But you're right, it hasn't worked for them.
Defense flying in and finally taking him down for a loss of 10. One man, and it's Arnold DeGini.
Yeah, 6'3", 225-pound freshman out of Coconut Creek, Florida, representing the Sunshine State. And a big stop as they stop COS here. Now 3rd down and goal, deep, right? I mean, that was a 10-yard loss. So the goal line stance right now for Merced defense is really proven and showing. Do it a couple more times here, boys.
Here goes COS on 3rd and goal, long, empty backfield. Lamb looking to throw. He has 5 receivers and flags from the back, and it's a delay of game.
Wow, and here I thought they had a jump. I thought a couple of the COS players jumped early, and instead they just waited too long to get the play off, which now they're going to lose 5 more yards, right? That's a 5-yard penalty, right? It's not, yeah, to the 23. So 3rd down and goal from the 23. However, COS, we know they can dump out 20-plus yards in a pass. I mean, that's what they've done all season long. They may have to go to doing what they were doing in the regular season.
3 of their big receivers on the right side. It's Bryson Allen, Willie Neal Jr., and the tight end Anthony Valencia, all on that right side, loaded up heavy, and Lamb is looking there. He throws. He's open over the middle, tosses up, catches down at the 9, and it's 4th and goal from the 10-yard line.
Maybe Merced wanted to give them the middle. Maybe they said, we'll give you at least this.
COS does not seem like a team to go for a field goal, especially under 2 minutes until the half. Timeout called on the field. This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College Football, Minturn Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 16-12, 1 minute, 38 seconds left. The Merced College Blue Devils lead the College of Sequoia Giants. A timeout as the Giants, 4th and goal from the 10-yard line. We've seen 2 two-point conversions that have failed for the Giants, and one even being returned by Merced to put them up by what is now a 4-point game. I just don't think that COS goes for a field goal when, they can score a touchdown and go into the half knowing that they're up over Merced on their home field.
Still a lot of football to go. You're right, with the second half still to come. Of course, it's a bowl game. They got the big bragging rights that they want, and they know they can pass and score. But Merced's defense has just been able to see a few things and stop them from really moving the ball when they want to. However, the last play from 3rd down gave them 13-yard gain as they gave up the middle for the pass coverage. Been an interesting game for sure. Not knowing or seeing what the College of the Sequoias can do and how they play, but I think they've been surprised by the amount of real game that Merced brings. on the gridiron.
Here's Lamb. Rolling out to the right side. Do or die throws. And incomplete. No flags. Turnover on down. Back to the Merced College Blue Devils with 1.5 minutes remaining.
That was one of the cleanest defensive plays I have seen from Merced. That was clean, no flags, just a nice, clean play. Everybody was blocking. Even the offense was firing on all cylinders, and that pass was just thrown where it needed to be, but the defender just got his hand in there, and he's able to stop it, and that's huge for Merced because they're going to be going into halftime now with a little bit of a little boost and a lead here as long as they don't cough it up here with 90 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Back in the game is Ryan Kraft, who will try to lead the Blue Devils to one more score before going into the locker room. Plenty of yards to go, 90 yards, 92 seconds. We've seen them do it before, but can they do it again?
15 plays for COS on that last drive.
3-man rush for the Giants. Kraft staying calm in the pocket, now having to roll out. Left side, one-on-one. Has to get rid of it. Finally goes out of bounds. And multiple flags coming down where Kraft found himself out of bounds. 2 flags went down as Kraft found his way out of bounds to stop the clock. And we will take another look. Kraft. Ooh, and a nasty hit. That's definitely going to be against Merced. Take the ball back even closer to their own goal line.
All happening just outside the sidelines, pretty much unnecessary at that point. Kraft scrambling and getting away and evading a possible big injury, because had he been involved with that collision, that could have, with his running and his legs being in movement that way. But yeah, here we are with another injury. Thankfully this time the player from the Sequoias is up on his own power and walking off on his sideline there back to his team. But you're right, Levi, that's going to bring them back.
Still have plenty of time to go down and try to score, but they do lose that yardage that they just got from the run for Kraft. DeMondre Evans pointing something out on the defensive side. He is the middle receiver at the bottom of the screen. Pay attention to Evans, as he may be open for a big pass from Kraft.
Well, we know earlier they ran a play in which Brinson went right behind the linebacker, because the linebacker, who currently is number 15 for the Sequoias there, Jimmy Puba, out of Chicago, Illinois, if he is running in on a blitz, that's going to leave Brinson open, and that was the play earlier. That Betancourt unfortunately scrambled the opposite way because he was under some pressure and could have had Brinson wide open 10, 15 yards deep. And you're right, with Evans pointing that out, it's quite possible because they're seeing something from that player who looks like he's covering Brinson. But we'll watch here on the snap if any of those guys end up coming in on a blitz. Wow, laid out that quick shovel pass. He was almost caught inside the end zone, wasn't he? Boy, he dumped that out just when he needed to there, because those guys were coming in strong. Although, like we mentioned, nothing happened with those players. They were covering man on man, so COS defense holding strong there. And Kraft smartly giving it up quickly.
Just over a minute left in the first half. And I'm not sure what the Merced College Blue Devil coaches are thinking, if they still want to score. And COS is going to call a timeout, see if they can get the ball back themselves. You're watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl at Merced College. The Blue Devils lead 16-12 over the College of Sequoia Giants. 1 minute, 12 seconds remaining until the end of the first half. Merced has the ball deep inside their own territory.
Yeah, they're going to need to get the first down now if they want to continue to run this clock off heading into halftime. Couple of miscues and a penalty has brought them to this point. This is the third play of the drive. They started from their 10. Now we got a little bit of a...
They're going to add 2 seconds to the clock to make it 1:14. So just an extra 2 seconds for the Merced Blue Devils. Kraft taking care of this drive. It's 2nd and 15, and they need to get out of this position.
So look at Brinson here. Okay, so see that player number 15 there, Puba. He was showing like he was going to blitz, but now they're covering him.
Kraft throws last second. It's intercepted and returned for the pick six. College of Sequoias returned the favor from the first player of the game. Isaac Guzman, the freshman linebacker out of Porterville, taking the lead at the end of the first half, 18-16. 1 minute left to play.
Betancourt in some trouble in the end zone, had to dump it off. He didn't have Brinson like he thought he was going to.
It was Ryan Kraft, the quarterback.
I'm sorry, Kraft. Yeah, it was Ryan Kraft. Sorry about that. But anyway, he was in some trouble there in the end zone. Needed to dump it off quick, and the defender, number 48 there for COS, was just waiting. Brinson was covered. You know, Puba was showing that possible blitz, but ended up covering Brinson solid one-on-one, and I think they were going to look to him.
And the hold went haywire. Pineda taken down once again. The extra point, this time actually trying to be converted, but the hold was held by Pineda, and it dropped down before the kicker was able to get there. Pineda forced out, and another big hit by Merced with another helmet out on the ground. You'll see one more time there. Pineda lost his hold on the ball and forced to take the big hit. Merced College gets the ball back as they are now down by 2. Back in a minute on NorCal Sports TV. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
College of Sequoia Giants take the lead with 1 minute left in the first half. It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. 18-16, the Giants up over the Blue Devils. I'm Levi Flores along with Justin Flores. The Merced Blue Devil injured on the point after attempt.
Tangata Tuatupuo out of Pacheco High School in Los Banos. 6'4", 215-pound, was right in the middle of that hustle and the tussle in which we saw another helmet fly off. A player from the College of the Sequoias. We've seen a lot of helmets flying off tonight. I'm wondering if they're putting their straps on strong enough or something. Either that or these guys are just going all out and hitting so hard they're knocking helmets off. But what an exciting first half, even though it's been nearly 2 hours. And COS taking the lead on that last interception there, scoring, but the 2-point conversion fumbled, and that's what we're dealing with right here. 2-point conversion. Not a 2-point conversion, actually. It was a PAT attempt that I think the snap was low and it had to be picked up, and Pineda was trying to run with it, and then he was hit and the helmet threw off, and in the middle of all that, number 55, Tankata there, big fella, who's, he's tall. He's like 6'4", 215 pounds, so this is all muscle, but it looks like he's up on his own power now and coming off, and it looks like it's more of a leg injury. Looks like his left leg there, so we're thankful he's able to get up on his own Well, he's not on his own power. He's actually being helped off by the team, but no stretcher for this one. But now that's the third injury we've seen tonight. 2 big ones for COS and now for Merced.
And it looks like, as of right now, the Giants will have another opportunity for the extra point. Never saw a flag, never saw a call, never even heard a whistle, but COS setting up once again for an extra point attempt that was clearly stopped by the Merced College Blue Devils.
Okay. Yeah.
So
right.
here they go again. Pedro Hernandez, I'm sure we'll find out at the half as Hernandez puts it through, and the kicker falls to the ground, but no flags there either. Not exactly sure what was happening, but another kickoff to Merced happening in just a second. 19-16, the Giants lead the Blue Devils.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was fun.
Merced College has 1 minute to go down and score one more time before the half. Current score 19-16, College of Sequoia Giants leading the Blue Devils, but Blue Devils once again having one more chance, and they're going to start off with great field position as it's starting to be returned at the 30. It's Rowlett cutting up field to the 40 and only 60 yards to go with 60 seconds.
Couple more players from Merced now down on the field. You would think that these guys are playing in the first game of the season here without and not being conditioned, but man, these guys must be just really hitting hard out there, and they're surprising one another, running into one another. Another big run back for the Merced special teams, just doing what they've always done all season. Of course, we've only had about 20 seconds off the clock since Merced had the ball the last time, who we thought was going to run off the clock to go into halftime. But
so 61 seconds, 60 yards. It's Ryan Kraft and the Blue Devils. Kraft staying in the pocket, throwing over the center, and it is caught by DeMondre Evans for a near 20-yard gain.
Wow, he held on to that because the defender had it in his hands too. It was a battle. Kraft was hit as he was thrown by the right tackle of COS, and a quick no-huddle play here for Merced.
Play action, Kraft again. Rolling right side, 2 defenders in on him. Ezra Morales with the reception. A gain of 4 keeps it in bounds, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, moving the clock quickly. I mean, I'm telling you, you go from just having this kind of doldrum thing, what's going to happen, and all of a sudden 2 plays. Merced's got the crowd woke up again.
Brinson Morales on the bottom of your screen. Evans and Tate at the top. Kraft looking towards Tate. He has him open, and it's incomplete, and that'll stop the clock at 20 seconds as they have 38 yards to go.
Man, that safety for COS was quick coming back toward the ball. Just out of reach, but he punched it out wisely.
So it stops the clock, but they still need to get down near that goal line. It took 10 seconds for that first play. That ended up being 18 yards. But they have to get the ball moving. We do know they move quick, but to score inside the red zone with time expiring is not the easiest thing to do.
COS is wisely covering Brinson, the tight end, who they know they turn to a lot.
And the Giants call a timeout, which gives Merced time to think about it on the sideline on what they're going to do next. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
Reset the clock to 20 seconds.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought personally there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from
20 seconds left in the first half. It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. Merced knocking at the door to score and retake the lead going into the half. It's Ryan Kraft throwing again out of the hands of Ezra Morales, and another incomplete pass.
Man, he threw that ball so hard, Morales. He wants that one back. That looked like it was so catchable for him. Just out of reach, as you called, and the ball was thrown so fast and so hard. That would have been huge. Now, I noticed that they moved Brinson to the left side on that last play, trying to get him in a different coverage. Now they moved him back to the right side. And COS has either watched him, played him man-on-man, covered him the whole way, but they have not given him any room ever since the first quarter when he caught one big pass.
It looks like another timeout being called. And it's another one for COS. We're going to stay here for this one. 15 seconds remaining in the first half. Talked about the coverage of Mateo Brinson. They're also covering the deep ball so that, any receiver that gets down there in time can't get thrown to. But if the offensive line can hold the defense and give Ryan Kraft time and the receivers to get down the field, there is no doubt in my mind that Merced is going to take the lead before the end of this half.
Well, you just called it. They need to give him time. And one thing that COS has done is been able to push and pressure enough that Kraft doesn't have time to set to throw. He's looking for his receivers in specific positions. He doesn't have it. They're forcing him out. He has to scramble. He's good on the scramble. He'll find the open man, but COS is all over him, and they have been watching and picking and paying attention to Brinson after almost every play. It's almost like they have a player who's just on him man-on-man almost every play, and I'm just curious how long that's going to last. How long can a player stand in their conditioned environment? And it's been Puba, number 15, Jimmy Puba, keeping an eye on him out of Chicago. But you're right, it's the time. And I think Jeremy Hurtado, offensive line coach, needs to work with his team and say, guys, you need to give him an extra time. Kraft needs one more second.
It's fourth down, giving them the time, stops the defense from rolling in, but flags flying late as they do get the first down. But I think this one's coming back.
Might have been an interior lineman hold after they just had the timeout to discuss things. And we had those earlier. The line was getting flagged early on in the first quarter, and they haven't had a flag from an interior line hold in since the first quarter, but there it was again. And you're right, Kraft that time had the time, and even in scrambling, you saw he had a lot of time once he scrambled. Nobody was watching him, and he was able to find the open man. The pass was converted, but unfortunately the flag brought them back, so they'll have to do it all over again. But if he can stay in the pocket, if he can stay in his place, because you'll see a 2-hop pass, that's what he needs. And unfortunately, the Merced offensive line the last couple of series have not been able to do that. COS defense has picked up on it.
Now what Merced's doing on this one, they're going to call a timeout before they have the chance to run it, but they're overloading the right side with some of the best hands on their team. Mateo Brinson, Dasani Tate, and Ezra Morales. They've all three been targeted quite a bit in this one and throughout the season. They're putting DeMondre Evans, who's arguably one of the best receivers in junior college football. They're going to put him alone on the left side, have one-on-one coverage, which COS didn't cover two men on that side. They're going to hopefully rely that the safety moves over to the right side where the three big targets are and have one-on-one coverage with Evans off that left side. Hopefully he can outrun him, find the end zone at the end of the half.
Coach Levi has spoken, has drawn up the play, and now we'll see if they can execute that. You're right. One of the things they need to do is allow that time that Kraft can at least look right, fake pump the pass or whatever you want to call it to Brinson or somebody there to get those safeties to bite. And then that one-on-one coverage, and just hope Evans' sticky hands can bring the ball down away from the defenders. But if you'll notice now, COS, thanks to that timeout for Merced, has come out in a complete cover zone defense. I mean, they've got their secondary deep inside the 15 because they know this is probably the last play, and all you have to do is break it up and don't allow a score. And they're going to give anything in the middle all day long.
So it's the same situation, but the defense switching it up. Kraft going, throwing, end zone. Popped up in the air and not able to be completed. So the College of Sequoia Giants hold on at the end of the first. Both teams moving to the sidelines as the Giants have a 3-point lead over the home Merced College Blue Devils. Still 2 quarters to play, and it's anybody's game. You're watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
You're watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second. Has another shot. Puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, you know, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and you know, just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
You're watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere.
Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
Sequoia Giants lead the Merced College Blue Devils 19-16, and it's time for our unbelievable moments of the game. Levi Flores and Justin Flores, unbelievable moments of the game.
Unbelievable. I like that. Yeah, so see.
An empty backfield to start it off for the Giants, and it's Lamb looking to throw. Down the middle, and it's picked off by Merced. A quick turn. To
go up 7-0. We had played all of about a minute of game time at that moment, and Merced was on a roll. College of the Sequoias then had the ball and going 6 plays, and 47 yards later with a big pass were able to put their first score up, and the PAT then was no good. Merced had the lead 7-6.
Still seeing that first drive, and this is finally the scoring play from Justin Cabrera. Found his way into the end zone, and that put him on the board early to make it 7-0. Here's the first drive, or the second drive from COS, the first scoring drive. As you see, Pineda making his way down that left side. Not scoring on that play, but
you know, tonight COS has had a nice, strong running game. They've made some big plays and some big moves, and were able to eventually punch this in and get it into the end zone.
That play found itself inside the 10, but it was eventually Anthony Valencia who got the pass for COS and scoring for their first touchdown, but the 2-point attempt, unable to convert that, and here's finally that play to Valencia to put 6 points, 2-point conversion, no good.
Yeah, they went to do the PAT, and it would be no good, and Merced would retain the lead 7-6. On this drive, we had to stop about 20 minutes because of a major injury, which we have yet to hear a report on that player. That COS player took a big hit and was injured. Merced then would have the ball. That was a huge play there that we saw from COS. That was a big pass on that post play.
There's Lamb, the quarterback, not only taking the big hit, but gets himself down to the 5-yard line. And then has another opportunity handing it off, and it's Pineda, who on video doesn't look like he made it into the end zone, but the referees from the sides came in telling them that he scored.
Yeah, now that had happened after Merced had scored on 6 plays, 67 yards, and was up 14-6. And then here, a fumbled on the 2-point conversion picked up by Merced, who eventually runs it down 95 yards to pick up the 2 points and take a 4-point lead, 16-12. An interesting play and a turn of events that took place there.
And it was 16-12 at the end of one. And in the second quarter, where we're finally seeing highlights from, there was no score until the final 1 minute.
Yeah, it eventually will be Merced scoring to take the lead, but it was COS with the ball going back and forth with Merced.
And that was the score that put him up to the 19-16 and a few big plays once again. There's an interception. That was the very first interception once again. That gave Merced eventually the 1-score lead. But 19-16, the unbelievable moments of the game, brought to you by our producer, Joseph. Thank you for that.
Yeah, and here we are now at halftime, each team having the ball and playing more than 30-plus plays. It's taken a little bit to get to this point, but I'll tell you, we've seen some razzle-dazzle from both teams, and I think each team has surprised the other team with far as how they're playing, because COS hasn't shown a lot of running game over the season, but they've shown tonight they can run the ball.
There's going to be a lot of difference in how the game is played in the second quarter, a few different changes in what they call. But in my opinion, besides taking away the penalties and, getting injured, I don't think these teams really have to do much different.
Yeah, I think if they just continue to play their game as they came out and wanted to play it, they'll be good.
At the half as well, the kicker for College of Sequoia, Pedro Hernandez, stayed out on the field practicing a few extra kicks while the rest of the team went to the locker room, but we haven't seen his leg besides on the kickoffs. All the PATs and field goals ended up being a fake or dropped down and had to force a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, and one punt for Merced that put the ball deep inside the territory. They just couldn't quite stop it inside the 5 like they have been known to do. Was a touchback. So, right now, as we've seen, both teams kind of evenly fared, and I just realized on Merced's final drive it was an INT that COS ended up grabbing and going in and scoring, going up by 3, and then Merced couldn't make anything happen in their final drive. That's what I'm.
2 quarters left to play at the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. It's the College of Sequoia Giants 19, Merced College Blue Devils 16 on NorCal Sports TV. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well, so.
You're watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well, so.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second. Has another shot. Puts it up to end the game. Nails the 3.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for 3. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, you know, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because personally I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here. But there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
You're watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp. Second half of the 2021 Valley Center Bowl just about underway, and the College of Sequoia Giants lead 19-16 over the Merced College Blue Devils. I'm Levi Flores along with Justin Flores. Thank you for joining us at Don Odeshu Field, Stadium 76.
It's been an exciting night for sure. We had that big injury on a College of the Sequoia Giants number 36, Kelsey Demps, and we're actually hearing that even though he's numb, he's got feeling his body. That's good. We're up here in the booth with the filmer of the team who's actually been texting him, and he says Demps feels he's coming back into the game to play. I love that kind of heart. Obviously, that's not going to happen. I mean, as much as he would probably want to, I think the officials would tell him, unfortunately, you cannot. But I love to hear that kind of heart from a player. So, Demps, I don't know if you've got this on YouTube and you're watching, man, but we're looking forward to seeing what you're going to do in the future because he's a freshman, running back, 5'9", 153, so he'll be back next season for sure. But that's just good to hear.
Merced taking it back from the 10, receiving the second half kickoff, and only down to the 18-yard line as the Giants special teams able to stop them. And it will be the Blue Devils back out there, but who is leading the team? It looks like Kraft might be in the huddle.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. That's what we have seen all season as he's led this team. And I'm wondering where some of these players are going to do, being in their final game of the season. Do they continue on? Are they going to a university for a year? Are they in their studies? Are they moving on in their studies to, to become the next brain surgeons, neurosurgeons? Tonight they've got a half a game of football to play because they want a ring. But their entire future is ahead of them, and we want everybody to walk off this field healthy here tonight.
There's the snap, defense flying in. Kraft taking it himself. Hit at the line and a gain of 2 for the quarterback keeper. Not exactly sure if it was designed that way, but he certainly did take off quickly.
I think they saw the blitz coming and said, somebody's got to do something. Kraft said, here, I'll hold on to it, see if I can get a yard or two, because I'll tell you, they were coming in strong. I thought they had the running back in the backfield, and he didn't have the ball. So they got me fooled on that play.
2nd and 8 now. Same formation on the offensive side. Defense playing off the receivers. Kraft throwing to the left. It's caught. A gain of about 5 and taken down by the double team of COS.
Well, this is Merced's game. They like to go quick. They go no huddle. They make it fast. They're quick-hitting type of football club. We hadn't seen that toward the second half of the first half, and we're seeing it here tonight as they're coming out firing. They need to keep this energy up, keep the movement of the ball, and keep the defense off balance.
Loading up the right side on 3rd and 5. It's Ryan Kraft rolling out. Has blockers, throws. It's DeMondre Evans for the first and taken down at the 35.
Yeah, and that defender is realizing real fast if you don't hold on to Evans' foot, he's going to keep moving because he spun around and did a 360 and almost got away. But, yeah, nice play, first down conversion. Merced moving quickly. This is their game.
DeMondre Evans averaging 16 yards per reception and 7 receiving touchdowns. Gets that fresh set of downs on 3rd and 5. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 36. Kraft going to pitch it to Evans, who's taken down in the back. Defense flown in quickly.
Usually a very successful play. It's one of my favorites that Merced does. That time COS did what they probably should be doing, keeping an eye on it and waiting for it. The minute Evans was in motion, as soon as I saw him go in motion too, my heart just kind of leapt. And that time, though, unfortunately for Merced and the fans, COS was able to pick it off. And good for the Giants defense to be able to say, hey, here comes that play. And I'm wondering if Merced didn't say, hey, let's go back and do that first 10 plays like we normally do to start the game and complete those 10 plays, because it seems like they're in that mode right now.
There was a little scuffle at the end of that last play, but there were no flags thrown. Kraft rolling out, being chased down, going to take a hit and go back to that line of scrimmage to make it 3rd and 13. And Kraft getting back up and leading the team again.
If they are doing that, And they're running those initial 10 plays. If it's not this one, it's the next one. Brinson's going to get the hot pass going straight out. But it's going to take COS defense to bite on the handoff fake.
Brinson is currently out of the game, looking for their secondary tight end. But Kraft is going to drop back to throw. There he is again over the center. Ezra Morales holds on to it and gets the first. He said he was never touched down.
Well,
but
in
they're going to
college, you
get him
don't
the
have
first.
to be. The minute you're down, as far as I know, unless it's different in JUCO. But great play. That was wonderful. I mean, I thought it was a little low, but he was underneath it. 8th play of the drive here for Merced as they've quickly moved the ball up from their 20.
2 big first down plays when they needed it the most. That last one coming from Ezra Morales, who is the lone receiver at the bottom of your screen, overloading the top with 3 receivers. Kraft going to hand it off. Justin Incomper, the leading rusher in JUCO, taking off down the left side for another first down and a gain of 15.
Man, what a run. That's what they do. If you get through that hole, blast out, he goes left side. I mean, this is just the first quarter all over again. Opening drive for Merced. This is what they're known for. And notice here, no huddle offense, hurry up offense, throwing the defense offside, trying to hurry up and get the snap. And, of course, COS calls a timeout, so says the sideline judge. I'm not too sure about that, but they're going to give them the timeout. I think the ball was snapped before then, threw it off COS, but they're not going to allow it.
Merced on the move, down by 3 at the start of the second half. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
Which isn't fair for Merced because I think they just got away.
Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp. The 2021 Valley Center Bowl at Merced College. The COS Giants leading 19-16 over the Blue Devils. I'm Levi Flores along with Justin Flores. Merced College on a big starting drive to start the second half. And out on the field during the break, we saw offensive line coach Jeremy Hurtado, which usually means it's going to be a running play. And we will see if Incampura gets the ball back on this 1st and 10. But he's quickly moving out to the right side. Pass to Dasani Tate, has a blocker, moves left, and gains 9 yards on that first down.
Man, what a play. 9th play of the drive there. Here comes the 10th as Merced's moving the ball quickly and moving the clock. We've played for 4 minutes. They started from their 20. We haven't seen that hot pass to the tight end as we like to see as part of their series. That was a huge play and almost got the first down.
And look at Luke Filikatonga making the block for Dasani Tate to make his way down for the 2nd and 1.
Right
Absolutely laid out the defender to make sure Tate had room to run.
Out of Maui, Hawaii. Welcome to the mainland, brother.
Handoff for Mello Presley, finding room and down inside the 20. A red zone trip for the Merced College Blue Devils.
Wow. You would say balanced offense, unbalanced offense. Right now, Merced is pretty much balanced, and they are quick to the line.
COS has 12 players on the field. Merced gets the free play, and they're going to go closer to the end zone as COS was not able to get the player off in time.
Yeah, the flag in the back, judge, way back in the end zone was thrown. We're waiting to see for the call here. Did he call it? Yep, there it is. 12th man on the field. Merced is not messing around. They are coming out firing on all cylinders. They're watching COS and telling them, guys, you're going to have to play at our level and at our speed. And right now when we have the ball, we are moving at lightning speed. I mean, faster than our little mouths can move here. They are going quick to the line. They knew what they were doing coming out, knowing they were going to get the ball. Here they are, 12th play of the drive. Nearly 5 minutes burned off the clock. They're controlling the clock, controlling the game, and threatening to score and take the lead back.
1st and 5, trying to get the defense to jump, and there goes a flag. But we'll have to see which side it's going to fall on. Players already moving back, and it's a false start on Merced. So back to 1st and 10. They just lost the 5 yards they gained, but it's better on that than going back 5 yards and having it be 1st and 15.
What they need to do is do what they've been doing and just get straight to the line, set, 1 second, snap.
And in this situation, for Merced, they don't necessarily have one player that they go to inside the red zone. Of course, you have Mateo Brinson, who's a big tight end target, and that's where you usually go for short passes. But each and every single one of these receivers are good for this type of play. Kraft rolls out and pushed out of bounds after an 8-yard gain, and Merced that much closer to the end zone.
Getting back to where they just were before the penalty. 13th play of the drive now coming up. Nice 8-yard run. Brinson was wide open on the right side. He was the last option on the play. Kraft rolling to the left. Brinson out to the far right. Defender was allowing him that short game there. They have a different player covering him this time. Number 25, Jaden Sullivan of Visalia, Redwood High School, 6'2", 233 sophomore. But watch this here. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw to Brinson quick on a slant or just straight up hot pass into the end zone.
Kraft has the option, pitches it out. Romello Presley gets the first inside the 5, and Merced a fresh set of downs just yards away from entering the sweet end zone.
Holy smokes, he got 7 yards after he was hit. The ball's down just inside the 1. What a run. Presley, you know, they're known for those little spin moves. If you're going to hit them, they're going to spin around and hopefully break away from you, and he got 7 extra yards on that play at the end. 14th play of the drive.
It'll be Romello Presley and Isaiah Hidalgo in the wing T formation. The last time they did this, Hidalgo made the lane for Presley. And the ball's on the ground. Kraft jumping on it, but we'll see who got there first, if it's the Giant or the Blue Devil, and the head judge saying it remains with Merced. They were doing exactly what I thought they were going to do as well. Hidalgo cut off to the right side, as you see here, and Presley was supposed to follow him, but the ball dropped in between them. Not sure if it was miscommunication where it was supposed to stay with Kraft or, you know, whatever else may have happened. But now they have to think of a different play, and they're one play less than what they could have had to find their way into the end zone.
Yeah, 15th play here coming up. The ball could be getting a little wet coming off that wet grass.
Dasani Tate at the bottom of the screen. The only receiver out there is Kraft. Gonna throw to him, and it's over the outstretched hands, incomplete.
Simple opportunity, running a quick slant. 3rd down and goal to go.
Brinson and Rowlett, the 2 tight ends coming out, and it's Presley, Hidalgo, and Tate once again, Evans and Morales as well. So you have 3 receivers, 2 running backs in the wing T. The defense lined up, not necessarily guarding the end zone. Kraft going to roll it out. Pitch to Hidalgo down low, and he is in for the Merced touchdown. Taking back the lead, the Merced College Blue Devils, and Isaiah Hidalgo taking it out.
There was that quick shovel pass that they're known to do, and it seems dangerous at the time, but, man, they just put it right in the hands, and the defenders don't realize who has it. Hidalgo did. He needed that yard or 2, and he got in there for it.
22-19, and the extra point attempt will be from Augustine Pisa.
16 plays, 80 yards for the Blue Devils.
Merced missing a player out there, an extra blocker. Betancourt to hold, Pisa to put it through. 22-19 has a chance to make it 23, and he does just that. 23-19, 8 minutes, 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. You're watching the 2021 Valley Center Bowl.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, you know, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here. But there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying. It was really fun.
It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Merced College Blue Devils taking the lead on the first drive in the third quarter, 23-19, and the Giants get the ball back as it launches down, and the Giants are in trouble as it makes its way to the 5. Merced getting there. They jump on it, but the COS Giants able to hold on in the final millisecond, not second, millisecond, because that was almost Blue Devil ball inside the 10.
I'm thinking the ball's getting really wet and they just can't quite keep a handle on it. This is going to be even more fun than the first half I'm expecting. Merced held onto the ball for nearly 7 minutes of the third quarter and burned off so much time so fast, even though it took 16 plays and 80 yards to do it. But I'm just thinking right now that ball might just be a little wet and slippery here.
And for a Blue Devil fan, you can be either upset or happy about that one. COS pushed down inside the 10, but you also did have the chance to get it yourself inside the 10, knocking at the door again. Yeah. But nonetheless, College of Sequoias, they muffed the kick return, and now they're in some deep trouble as Lamb, who has been trying to run the ball, we have yet to see them in the second half.
We'll see what kind of adjustments they made. We saw what Merced did, right? Let's go hurry up. Let's not give them time to think. Let's just get out there. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what COS has for planned up here.
Single back formation, and it's Lamb under center. Going to move his tight end from left to right. Hands it off to the single back, and he gains a few yards as he's swallowed up and taken down at about the 7.
Yeah, they needed to get some breathing room. They got that there on that run play. COS doesn't look like they've changed their game much as far as, speed. Merced came out firing. They obviously had some plan. They had some plays drawn up. They knew what they were going to come out and do. I think it was beyond the 16 plays they ended up running to go the 80 yards in their first drive back here in the second half. But, man, they were just moving and throwing everybody off balance, and it was exciting to watch.
So COS finds some breathing room, gets a few yards out, but they still have to do it again to find themselves farther down the field. Lamb is going to go with play action, throw right side into the flat, gets another one. And the defense able to stop him for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah. And now a third down and barely 6, maybe 5, that's 6 yards to go. Deep in their territory here, COS is going to have to pull something out of their hat and get something in the mid-range pass. They're going to have to do something, and Merced obviously is going to have to be watching and hoping that they're going to want to pass, and hopefully the defense can pick up on what it is that COS is about to throw down.
I think they go to Willie Neal Jr., who's been going over the middle, and he's always been wide open. Unless the Merced defense has stopped that at the half, we won't know until about now if they try to do so.
Yeah, he can do that from the slant here on his slot position out left.
Nathan Lamb throwing over the center, and there is not Neal Jr., but Bryson Allen, who finds his way all the way up the left sideline for a big first down and plenty more to the 35.
Well, they did what they needed to do, and Merced gave them the pass that they needed and the extra yardage, and so they may not be playing hurry up, but they're playing their game, and they know what their game is. We know based on the numbers what their game is. They're going to gain major yards in the air. They have the players that can do it.
They're going to mark him out at the 27 as they result back to the run game. Hit at the line, taken down after a gain of 2 is Jaden Pineda.
Spreading out the offense, spreading out the defense. Let's see if Pineda can get a yard or 2. He got the 2 yards. I'm sure they wanted more than that, but he has been a little workhorse for him here tonight.
This is the only junior college bowl game of the day. Plenty more coming up this weekend, including Modesto Junior College playing against Diablo Valley for the Grizzly Bowl. That's this Saturday. You can watch it on NorCal Sports TV. 2nd and 8 as Lamb gets the snap. Another low one, finds the receiver left side. It's Coleman Jones.
Well, let's see if Jones got the first down. I don't think he quite got the first down. I think he's going to be shy by a yard. But right now, Merced's given up the passing game, and COS is coming out firing. They're doing what we've known that they can do through their season. They don't necessarily run a balanced offense. They're more off-balanced and like to throw a lot.
And this is the situation where you need Pineda. He only averages 3 yards. I don't think he's gotten anything less than 1 on positive yardage anyway. He's had a few taken down in the backfield. But when you're trying to force your player through, I think this is the choice for Pineda. And there is another running back, not Pineda, gets the first down. And that was John Friend, the freshman out of Pearland.
You need a yard, and you end up getting 6. Right now, it is a balanced offense for COS. Balance between the passing, the running. They're moving the ball methodically. They started deep in their territory at the 8 after muffing the kick. They've since recovered. Merced's opening drive to start the third quarter, holding onto the ball for nearly 7 minutes, 16 plays, going 80 yards and scoring a touchdown to take the lead, 23-19.
Lamb talking to his running back for a second before the snap. He's going to hand it off. And another big takedown. That's going to be placed for number 97, Valami Makoni. Mentioned his name quite a few times throughout the season. 6-foot sophomore out of Baldwin High School in Maui.
Maui, Hawaii, playing in his final game of his high school football career. I don't know what his ambitions are if he's moving on, but his helmet came off, so he's going to have to sit out a play.
That was a loss of 4. Lamb going over to the sideline, talk to the coach once again. They have 12 seconds to snap this one, and they usually take a little bit of time. Now down to 8. Going to have to snap this one fast as long as the defense doesn't jump off sides. Play clock down to 0, and that should be a delay of game penalty. There it is. There's the flag. Take it even farther back to make it 2nd and about 18.
Quarterback wasn't quite watching. Lamb, I don't think, looked up and saw how much time he had, and he just missed it by maybe a second. Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Sequoia Giants there, College of the Sequoia Giants, who were really starting to find their rhythm, and that'll throw them off. You know, that kind of just messes with your mind a little bit, and Merced right now has the advantage. They've got the momentum. They've got the lead. Their defense has pulled off some big plays here today, stopping. And here in the second half, COS was really moving the ball up until the last play with that 4-yard loss of yardage tackle by the big guy, Makoni.
Referee still yet to place the ball down, which is keeping the College of Sequoia Giants from taking the snap. And, of course, the play clock hasn't started yet either for that reason. And now COS has some time. It's 2nd and a plane ride as Lamb, empty backfield, only him in the gun. Staying in the pocket, throwing over, intercepted, going the opposite way. Merced College Blue Devils inside the red zone off another pick. And it's number 19, Cody Chapman, the 5'11 linebacker out of Merced.
Merced Bears representing here tonight, and it just looked like Lamb didn't quite put a lot behind the ball. It looked more like a lob of some kind. It didn't have a lot of juice behind it, and it was just quickly into the hands of the waiting Cody Chapman, who was just kind of sitting there in his linebacker position. It's almost as if he said, wow, is the ball really coming at me right now?
Cody Chapman, 10 games played, 75 tackles, 4 sacks, and his first interception.
Good field position for Merced here. Blue Devils taking over at the COS 17 after the run back from Chapman, too. He didn't just pick it off, but he ran it back 20-plus yards.
Back inside the red zone. And who other than your trusty leader, Ryan Kraft. Already took the lead in the second half by 4, 23-19. Now their second drive starting inside the 20-yard line.
This would be a huge momentum boost for him to take another bigger lead here.
Option play, Kraft takes it, has a blocker, left side, touchdown, Merced!
What a run, Kraft and the blocking scheme, and no flags thrown. Beautiful play, one play, touchdown, Blue Devils.
Ryan Kraft had the option to hand it off to Incomprera. The defense bit. Kraft took it himself on the draw. One blocker, one touchdown in zone. And another 6 points, a 10-point game and an opportunity for 11.
And the block on the outside by the wide receiver, making sure he didn't push in the back, but blocked just perfectly because they've been nailed for some blocking flags here today and holds, and so that one was clean. And a great play, one play, 17 yards.
Kraft's 16th touchdown of the season, and Pisa's extra point is through the uprights to make it 30-19. And just like that, within one quarter, Merced is up by 2 possessions at the 2021 Valley Center Bowl.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and get and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the 3.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for 3. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl, and the Merced College Blue Devils at home just took an 11-point lead, 30-19, over the College of Sequoia Giants.
Took an hour and a half to get through one half of football. It's taken less than 20 minutes to get through practically the third quarter, and Merced has been all about it here in the third quarter. Their opening drive, 16 plays, 80 yards to finally score, and then, of course, the INT and the 17-yard QB keeper here to go up 30-19.
This kick actually going to be taken back this time, and he finds quite a bit of yardage, and there's a flag out of nowhere coming from midfield. Kraft's touchdown just a second ago, his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Averages only 4.4 a carry, but getting 17 is absolutely incredible.
And from our angle, it was just bananas because we were watching from the backside, and we saw the block of the wide receiver, and it was just perfect. And Ryan, man, putting the points on the board. I'm sure his brother out in France who's watching the game is probably pretty excited right now.
And that penalty on the kickoff is going to be against COS. So another tough start for the Giants as they'll be forced to start from the 23-yard line. Going to mark it at the 25, excuse me. So Lamb, once again, has an opportunity. But from the same position, he threw an interception to Cody Chapman, who nearly ran it all the way back for a pick 6, but it was up to Ryan Kraft to do the dirty work and get into the end zone. Lamb taking his time now, 1st and 10. First play back in possession, throwing over the middle, nearly intercepted, and a big hit from Lozano taking him down.
Boy, I'm telling you, that is huge. That is guts. I mean, this is COS football. This is what they're known to do. Anthony Valencia there. You've got 3 guys defending, and he puts the ball right where it needs to be into his hands. Big play. Big play, big yards there for the Giants. You know what I mean? You can't cower away. Okay, you just threw an INT, second one of the day. You know, get back out there and let people know you can throw the ball. And there it was right there, 3-on-1, and Lamb put it where it needed to be.
Throwing again, 2 in a row. Having a bootleg. Cody Chapman is there on the stop, but he gets it out in time to Pineda. And another little scuffle on the sideline, but no flags thrown. There's one earlier as well. A few little pushes after the play. But no flags that time, no flags this time. And I think it's smart by the refs. If you're not going to throw it once, you can't throw it on the second time. But eventually there's going to be a time where the flags are going to have to come out.
You know, usually it's the guy with the ball that ends up getting, bounced back. But this time Pineda with the ball caused a defender of Merced to pretty much bounce back. So there was a little bit of bravado there, a little bit of muscular throwing. Thankfully, the referees, didn't deem it as something that needed to be flagged and, make it more than what it was. Just, it's football, a little bit of emotion there, a little bit of brawn. But, Pineda's strong. He took out a defender. The defender bounced off him.
2nd and 5, looking for Pineda once again off the left side, and that time taken down.
Nice to see the Merced team picking Pineda up after the play. A lot of guys wanted a flag there because the throw at the sideline, but he wasn't quite out of bounds when he was tossed out by the defender. But Merced thankfully picked him up, showing a lot of class and Pineda coming back to his team saying, hey, guys, I'm good. They're good, playing strong. Listen, Pineda out there, when you're watching him, he's 5'7". He's 188 pounds, and he looks small, but he's all muscle. And this guy out of Mount Whitney High School is having a game here tonight, and he's enjoying himself. And he's also playing in his final game of JUCO. So, of course, he wants to win. He wants to make some big plays.
They get to that 5-yard mark to get another first down, and Lamb for the third time in a row. Gonna throw it. No, takes it himself. Finds 10, finds 20. Pitches it back down the left sideline and finally pushed out at the 22-yard line. A dangerous move, but it worked out for the better.
If it's going to be somebody who does it, it would be a quarterback. Heads-up play. The guy was running. He was obviously not going to dive. He was going to take a hit. He knew a player was there with him, and that little toss back gave him a couple extra yards. One of the things about that play was we were just talking about Pineda just before that. He's in the backfield and helped block a player coming on the weak side of Lamb, which gave Lamb that extra second to find a hole to run. So the blocking scheme and the COS offense and the offensive line all did their part in that massive play for the Giants, who are now in the red zone.
Lamb once again throwing, finds the receiver Coleman Jones, and taken out after a gain of about 5.
Man, he was just on the sideline. He wanted to turn and burn on that one, but his foot just stepped out. And you're right. It seemed bigger than it was, but it was only a 4-yard gain for the Giants there. But, man, did he want more.
The Giants slowly making their way down the field. Merced took nearly the entire first half of the third quarter, about 7.5 minutes anyway, just to go down and score. And this is the second time that College of Sequoias have had the ball. Now inside the red zone, which we know their luck isn't the best. And Lamb gets sacked, taken down, a big hit from Euless Dixon. And Lamb gets up in shame.
Out of Atwater Buhack Colony High School, he came in on that weak side and found a place, and Lamb never saw him coming.
Folded like a chair, and a loss of quite a few as it's 3rd and long. And a timeout called. 30-19. Excuse me, not a timeout, but the end of the third quarter. 30-19, 15 minutes to go, and it's still anybody's game. It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
Start of the fourth quarter, 15 minutes to play. It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. It's the Merced College Blue Devils against the College of Sequoia Giants. 30-19, 11-point game, and the Giants right at the red zone. Lamb throwing into the flat has Bryson Allen, who finds a few yards and finally taken down by 3 Blue Devils.
8th play of the drive coming up.
Now, it looks like both teams are trying to get some penalty calls on the other team. Although, in that situation, Bryson Allen, he was the receiver. He stayed inbounds, which you have to be out of bounds to get that late hit call. So, smart move, but not a smart move. Play the game, get out of bounds, and, get your team a score.
COS taking their time in the huddle here, unlike Merced, who likes to go with the off-balance, no huddle, hurry-up options. But man-on-man defense for Merced here.
Option play, Lamb pitching it out, and it's intercepted. Merced College, once again, Nate Ruiz has blockers. Moving his way to the right side, 0 flags on the field. A clean play, the interception. And it is Merced College Blue Devils touchdown. Nate Ruiz, the 6'1" linebacker freshman out of Buhack Colony, tipping the ball, taking it all the way down. And a clean 6-point play, but a flag finally being thrown down at the 40-yard line very, very late.
That may have been a hold as the blocker was running with Ruiz, trying not to get the block in the back, and toward the end of the play, he may have just got behind the defender and pushed him a little bit. So this may negate the touchdown, but it doesn't stop the play, which was the awesome interception from Ruiz, the third tonight by the quarterback, Lamb. And this was more of a shovel pass that was tipped. But, I don't know. I'm not quite sure if that should have been called there or not. If anything, it would have been a lot sooner. And, they just called the hold there. It should have been called a lot sooner if they were going to. But it was so close. It was that's more of a ticky-tack foul if you ask me. But
we'll take one more look at the play we have here.
I'm thinking it was right in that area. You're going to notice him just behind. It didn't seem like it was that intense, but the flag came sort of late too. But no touchdown from Ruiz, but a big play in his final game here of the season.
1st and 10, back for the Blue Devils. Coaches just saying, let's play the game, let's get it anyway. And it's Justin Incampera breaking free past the secondary, and a flag late in the backfield as the ball came out at the end.
Merced's got the momentum and the excitement, and they've got the crowd behind them, but this may have turned around and went COS's way.
So the ball ended up at the 35-yard line. COS says they have it, but nothing has changed yet. There is a flag in the backfield after Incampera ran for about 10 yards, so we're going to see after all this what ended up happening, as we have a hold on Merced, which is declined, and then a fumble recovery for the College of Sequoias. And we'll take another look at that one. So here's the run. There's going to be a hold in the very, very back at that moment. The ball came out, and at the very end of that play, it certainly looked like Merced had their hands on it as Incampera jumped back on. But College of Sequoias getting the ball back after an interception.
Bob Casey's swan song game in his final game, nearing retirement. And, his face is so red there on the sideline right now, going at it with the referees. He is just worked up. So here's COS, though. They got the ball. That's the call.
Lamb throwing, taking his time, gets hit as he throws, and the receiver can't hold on. It's Willie Neal Jr., who has caught so many passes so far. Couldn't hold on to the one when he's wide open.
It was hard and fast. He was open, but it was just a little behind him, so his right hand, as he went to grab it, just tried to pull it in, and instead he just kind of flung the thing out.
2nd and 10, an unfortunate break for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, but, right now the Blue Devils still have the momentum behind them. Defense is back out there. They just stopped COS a minute ago. 3rd INT of the game, so they can do it again.
Low snap, Lamb taking it. Splits defenders, breaks one, and gets a 9-yard gain on 2nd down, 3rd and inches.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there for Merced's defense, but COS offense and Lamb just holding on to it rather than shovel passing it or trying to find a man. It was a low snap, nearly fumbled on the snap, and so wisely picking it up, and a good 9-yard gain for the Giants here to try to keep their game alive.
Nate Ruiz, who had the interception, comes out of the game on this play. 3rd and inches. And they have multiple receivers out there, which is going to take away from the line if they decide to run it. Lamb quarterback draw, gets the first, plenty more, and a sea of Blue Devils finally able to take him down. That's number 32, Euless Dixon.
Wisest plays we've seen tonight is Lamb, instead of forcing the pass, just holding on to it and picking up the yardage and showing us that he can run.
So another 1st down they're getting some fast plays. They're getting good yardage, but they need to move a lot faster if they want to win this one. It's not about scoring once. They're down by 11, which is 2 scores. And even with that, no 2-point conversions. You need the 7, then you need a score again. If you go for a 2-point conversion, it's automatic. You need 2 touchdowns. And as we've seen, it's not the easiest thing to do against the Merced College defense. 1st and 10, Lamb going to hand it off. Hits the line. Trying to fight for something, fights as hard as he can, but can't gain more than a few inches.
Man, Merced's defense is just going all out here tonight, pedal to the metal. That inside run game hasn't been there for COS. They've had a few big runs, but nothing major. And here on that handoff, just stopping them cold. And like you mentioned, it's going to take some quick plays for COS. Now, because they do have the arm and they can pass, Merced has lost some very difficult games here in which teams have gone up 3 scores in a row to take the win. And COS could do that.
Lamb scrambling again. Helmet off in the middle of the field, taking it down, splitting defenders, and inside the 25.
I mean, this is the biggest advancement of the balls we've seen. You give it to Lamb and let him run, he's taking it. And the coaches are going crazy. The defender, the defense coordinator is just absolutely going bonkers out here. And we were mentioning, yes, COS is going to have to move fast. They're going to need to score and then get the ball back and score again.
You see the middle of your screen there. You saw 2 players going at it. I believe that was Dasani Tate. And then I couldn't quite catch the number for COS, but got into a scuffle nowhere even near the ball. And Lamb just taking it down for a 1st down. No flags out on the field again, but I certainly do think that there needs to be a flag and a little punishment on both teams for the fighting.
Yeah, there's a lot of excessiveness going out there, and the coaches are actually seeing it and trying to point it out. That's another big run there. They actually had a successful run. John Friend out of Pearland, 6 foot, 213-pound freshman.
He got 9 yards on that one, which is 3 yards away from his longest run of the season, which is 12.
So right now, COS pulling out all stops, letting Lamb run with it. A couple of players we haven't seen tonight with the ball getting some yards. And like we mentioned, this is something now in the red zone they need to score here, because if they cough it up again, Merced's going to do everything they can to hold on to it, kill the clock, and move it down.
Friend gets it right to left, cutting up field inside the 10, 5, fighting for the end zone, and the ball came out last second as he's short of the goal line.
He was trying to cross that plane as the ball came out, but the side judge was right there and says, no, my friend, you're right here inside the 1. The clock will continue to run, though.
And the hardest position for the Giants to be in. Don't have good rushers when they need that 1 yard at the goal line. The Merced defense has shown time and time again that they stop people when they need 1 yard. But here they are at 1st and goal at the 1 with the I formation. 1 receiver to both sides. Lamb going to take it himself and finally pushed into the end zone as the College of Sequoia Giants will get the touchdown. And once again, players fighting in the end zone and no flags are out.
Yeah, the minute Lamb went under center, he did that earlier. He went under center and had a quarterback keeper to go for a 1st down conversion, this time for the touchdown. And so COS does what Merced did in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter and just said, okay, we're going to come out with some plays. We're going to hit it fast. We're going to hit it hard. We're able to put a quick series together, even though it was 8 plays. The series, 65 yards. But they did it by only burning a couple of minutes of game clock off.
Now COS huddling up for the 2-point conversion, and this is what I was afraid of for them. I don't think that they can get this. They could prove me wrong, but they've shown multiple times today that they can't do a 2-point conversion attempt, and this can seriously hurt them if they can't convert.
However, Lamb is under center. Oh, I thought he was going to go with a quarterback
short pass
keeper.
To the right side, screen pass, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. Finally getting it done for the PAT, and it's 30-27, now a 3-point game. Only a field goal separates the team with 9 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. It's a 3-point game at the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. The Blue Devils lead 30-27 over the College of Sequoia Giants, and the Blue Devils get the ball back here after the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. I'm Levi Flores along with Justin Flores, and it's Isaiah Hidalgo taking back the kick for the Blue Devils, who finds his way down to the 37. The Blue Devils have their way from here, trying to take time off the clock and score once again.
I mean, 26 yards on the kick return. I would like to see the stats on how many yards they had on the kick returns, what their average was. They have just been blown that away all season long. And we've seen some nail-biters of games here with Merced playing different teams. They've had some real barn burners, and this one right here is shaping up to be just one of those, which it's nice when you have a game that's close and they're playing their hearts out. I mean, this is for a ring, this is for a bowl, and this is for, all the marbles here. Leave it out on the field, boys. No regrets, no doubts. Leave it out on the field.
Kraft has the option again, finally gives it to Presley. Cuts his way around, and he's taken down late for a gain of 5.
Doing everything he could to get to the outside, just couldn't quite get there. He was tripped up just shy, but I'll tell you what, you give him that outside, he's going to be gone.
Last game, it was Jacob Betancourt who led the game-winning drive for Merced, and this time Kraft out there, which they could take up the final 9 minutes if they do please so. They did that in the third quarter, taking the first half away. But it's the smart plays and the good moves from the offense.
Play smart, play heads up. That's right.
Another run gets 1 yard.
They can't let these kind of plays go. Now 3rd down and 4, you need to convert because there's still a lot of time on the clock. You don't want to give COS the ball with 8 minutes to go. And with a 3-point lead, like you mentioned, they can burn off the clock, but you need to move the ball to get the first downs. So they moved the ball and marked it down with 3 yards. So 3rd down and 3.
Important play, trying to get the defense to jump. Not doing so. Kraft looking back at Borba, calling the play for him. Time running off the clock. The snap, the option, throwing over the middle. Mateo Brinson underthrown, can't get the hands on it enough, which makes it 4th down and 3. Merced in quite a predicament.
That was that quick hot pass to Brinson. I'm so heartbroken that he just couldn't quite hold on to it as he comes off the field, the slowest one on the field, a little dejected, his head down. And so now they're going to have to punt this thing away. COS is going to get the ball with plenty of time. They're only down by 3. And so here comes Merced's defense now. They've only had a few minutes rest. They're going to have to come out and stop the Giants and do it quickly.
Willie Neal Jr. is back to receive, nearly blocked again. Another beautiful punt down to the 15, and he's all alone with 2 Blue Devils, but able to get around the edge down at the 27-yard line. And now he has 73 yards to go.
Well, we saw their last drive. They did it quick. They didn't hesitate. We had seen the Giants of the College of the Sequoias. They went 8 plays, 65 yards, eventually getting across the plane with a quarterback keeper, and then also converting the 2 points to bring it within 3. And now with the ball, with 8:02 to go, they can burn off the clock and methodically take this thing down and either try to tie it up or win the thing. Because COS has that kind of style of a game where they don't play quite hurry up. They methodically play their game, and if they execute their plays, they can do what they've done all season and march it downfield here.
1st and 10 from the 27. Here is Lamb and the Giants, and the stadium just got super quiet as that pass overthrown for number 37, John Friend.
Yeah, boy, they were looking for Friend there, and he was going to have some room to run, but he was quickly being collapsed on by the Merced defense. This is the time where the momentum for Merced needs to pick up, and the defense needs to step up, and right now that play gave them some breathing room, and they need to do that again. This is the time that the hometown crowd should be waking up, given that mental confidence boost behind, being the 12th man on the field, if you want to call it that.
You can tell something has changed in the stadium where COS gets the ball back. There's a few hoots and hollers, but for the most part, it's silent. And COS just looking to do something on this drive. Pass right side, caught Bryson Allen once again, close to that 1st down marker.
Well, they went right side and this time got the pass. Yeah, they're short, but it's 3rd down and 1.
7 minutes, 50 seconds remaining and counting. Blue Devils up 30-27. Remember, this could easily be a 1-point game at 28-27, but Merced College was able to get a hold of a 2-point conversion and run it all the way back to make it what the score is now at a 3-point game. And that could be the deciding factor in this one.
Definitely been an exciting contest here tonight.
3rd and 1. Handoff to Pineda, and he gets the first.
Man, he was met at the line of scrimmage, and there seemed to be about a 1.5 second stop of time, but getting it to the 40 and the conversion. 4th play of the drive coming up. This is what they want. They want to burn off that clock and get the ball down there. They know they're down by 3, but they also know they can put together a series of plays and try to score this thing and win it.
If you missed it in the pregame show, we mentioned this is Bob Casey's last game as head coach of Merced College. He's going to go on to be the athletic director and the head of the kinesiology department here at Merced, by handing it over to defensive coordinator Justin Panasco, who will now be named the head coach. But Bob Casey didn't mention it till the players until last game after the win, and they got the bowl game today. Pineda stopped there for a loss of 1 to make it 2nd and 11. The Merced defense showing up now late in the 4th quarter.
I'll tell you, if Merced wins this game here tonight, player of the game is the Merced defense. They have been and stepped up when they've been needed. They've had some huge plays and some huge stops, and now another player is down this time for Merced. We saw some injuries early on in the 1st quarter. Haven't had them since.
Looks like just a calf cramp possibility for a Merced player. It is number 19, Cody Chapman, who is one of the best defensive players for Merced, the linebacker freshman who made quite a few big stops so far,
including an INT.
Looks like quite a big cramp, as well as they're still working on him, the left leg. 30-27, 6 minutes, 24 seconds remaining. It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minter Nut Co., Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So
you're watching the 2021 Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Levi Flores along with Justin Flores. Current score, Merced Blue Devils 30 to the College of Sequoia Giants 27.
5th play of the drive coming up for the Giants, starting from their 28, now have the ball at their 40. It'll be 2nd down and 11, even though they're down by 3. I think they really like the position that they're in, because in a sense they can kind of control the game if they can keep moving the sticks, move it down, because their style of gameplay is not to necessarily strike first, strike fast. I'm sure they'd like to do that, but they seem to play more of a methodical kind of game. They've got the passing game. They know they can get there, but tonight Merced defense has shown that they can pick up on those passes. They have 3 INTs, some major defensive stops here tonight, and that's why I think Merced's defense is also at the same time feeling the momentum, like, hey guys, here we are again, but we can stop these guys.
Cody Chapman finally getting up to a foot, getting hobbled off.
It's been a few weeks since Merced has played some football before being told they had the bowl game. COS has played just, 2 weeks ago. And so here's the big defensive stop for Merced coming up, or COS is going to show that they're going to move the sticks again and continue to control this game. Nail biters for sure.
Merced sideline trying to get the crowd involved, make some noise. It's 2nd and 11, and Lamb has 3 receivers. Scanning the field. Rolling out, has room to run if he wants to. takes it himself, gets past one defender, two, and just strolling down the middle of the field as he's finally taken down after the gain of 12 that was needed for a fresh set of downs.
You know, it's funny because they make it look so easy at that point. It seemed like it was a far-fetched idea, but once Lamb was on the run and found some room to run, he finds it. And they just kind of, it's kind of a strange thing to say, but they just kind of leave the Lamb out there to graze a little bit on the grass. You know, it's like I think sometimes they don't realize, oh, it's him. He's got the ball.
Makes his way to the Merced College side of the field where they've done most of their best work. Looking to throw again, open receiver, and a gain of 8.
Nice, 8 yards on first down on a passing play. This is their game.
Second and 2. Time still ticking down now to 5 minutes, 7 seconds. A 3-point game, and COS looking to score to take the lead. Lamb staying in the pocket, throwing a flag down, and the pass is caught inside the 25.
This will be interesting to see who they throw this against, if it was against the receiver who maybe pushed the defender, offensive pass interference, or was it the other way around? But that was a huge play for the Giants here, just under 5 minutes. They're controlling this game, even though they're down by 3. They're acting like they're the ones in the lead, and we are in control here.
Pass interference on Merced, but they are going to decline that penalty so that they get the yardage.
That receiver catching the pass, wisely holding on to it. Whether he had caught it or not, it would have been their ball deep.
And I do not agree with that call in any fashion. Rodney Windsor was the defensive back. He was facing the ball. He actually outran the ball. And why there was a flag, I have no idea. Almost zero contact besides Windsor just throwing his hand back, trying to stop the ball from getting there. But COS gets the yardage anyway. And the ball was caught, so Lamb taking it once again. The truck. And a 10-yard gain.
I'm telling you right now, the Giants seem to be in control of this game. They might be down by 3, but they're acting like they're the ones with the lead. And right now, the way they're playing with such confidence, it's as if they've already scored. Because every play, they are just confidently moving the ball more and more, and then the clock just running as they burn down the play clock, and the game clock, rather.
First and goal from the 5. It's a 3-point game. 4 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. Lamb in the gun. Giants knocking at the door. The last time this happened, it was an interception, ran back for the touchdown that got brought back after the holding penalty. And we have a false start on COS.
Merced defense, this is their time. Blue Devils need to step up here and have one more big defensive stance to give their offense the continued lead and the ball back. It's been 8 plays, starting from their 28. Giants now threatening to score.
And here's the noise from the hometown crowd as Pineda busts through the hole, gets back to the 5. And there is finally a flag after the play.
Depending on who they threw it against, though, it's either going to put the ball half the distance to the goal or pushing it back out to the 15.
Referees talking about it.
I think it's against Merced.
Personal foul on Merced, which will push the Giants inching closer to the goal line.
Yeah, half the distance to the goal there. That didn't help the cause.
Lamb under center. I formation, handoff to the fullback, staying on his feet, but stopped short of the goal line.
Big defensive stance there. Just stop that inside run. Stop them cold. Clock will continue to run here.
The Giants inside the 5. 3-point game. 3 minutes remaining. Both teams coming off a win that happened in the final minute. Sequoias with a 27-26 win over Shasta, and Merced with the 36-31 win over Hartnell. And here's the handoff to Pineda, who is short of the goal line once again.
Wow, I thought he was going to get through there, but Lamb, after handing it off, it seemed like he tripped at the line, but he just didn't quite get the stretch to get it across there. My goodness. Wow, this is getting more intense here after every play. 3rd down and goal at the 1. 13th play of the drive coming up.
Merced still has 3 timeouts, but refusing to use them until they can possibly get the ball back. I formation, they're going to move tight end from the left side in. Here's a chance for Lamb to take it himself. He does just that, and into the end zone. Touchdown, COS, stopping the clock at 2 minutes, 4 seconds, and the Giants take the lead by 3. (33-30), and COS looks like they're going to bring out their extra point unit.
Yeah, whether they get 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. It's going to take a touchdown for Merced to gain the lead and get the win, so the PAT makes more sense to go for. Unless your kicker's not known for making the PATs.
The snap, the hold, and it's another fake, and he's in deep trouble. And another huge stop by Merced, which leaves it at a 3-point game. The field is clear from penalty flags. Merced going to get the ball back with 2 minutes, 4 seconds, and it's a 3-point game. What an amazing stop by the Merced College special teams, which gives their offense the ball back. College of Sequoia Giants taking the lead 33-30 over the Merced College Blue Devils. It is the 2021 Valley Center Bowl live from Don Odeshu Field. I'm Levi Flores along with Justin Flores. Quite an amazing game so far. Back and forth, but now it's up to the Blue Devils to see if they can finish with the 4th.
The Giants really needed that extra point to go up by 4 to force a touchdown to win this thing. Now a field goal for Merced can put it into OT. However, what we've seen here tonight with the special teams is we've just seen fumbled snaps. I don't think that was intended to be a fake. I think it was just a low snap and the holder couldn't get the ball up for the kick. And so an exciting, here we go, 2-minute drill for Merced. We saw it against Hartnell in the final game of the regular season just a few weeks ago. They drove it down in the final minutes. It was Betancourt stepping in at the helm, taking the snaps, and they won the thing literally at the end. So Merced has 2 minutes to go. But one thing we haven't seen all season, even though they gained 10 to 15 yards on every kick return, the Merced special teams has yet to run one back for a touchdown. And they've been just about there. Maybe this is the kickoff that we've been waiting for.
Two of the fastest Blue Devil players, Isaiah Hidalgo and DeMondre Evans, are set deep to return the kick if COS decides to put it there for him. A lot of strategy can go into this kick and the rest of the plays. A squib kick going to be received at the 35. Have to be careful to make sure you can't lose it, and he drops to the ground safely at the 40, which is a big field position for Merced, which they only need 60 yards.
Man, they've got exactly 2 minutes to go, and they're near midfield. Wow, that's huge. So here they go. Coaches are lining up saying, guys, we've practiced this. We've done this before. We know the drill. We can do this.
Exactly 2 minutes on the clock, a 2-minute drill, 60 yards. And it's Ryan Kraft's turn to lead the game-winning drive. Last time we saw Betancourt, talked about it a million times. One of the most amazing comebacks for Merced. Not only sending Bob Casey off with a good last game. Of course, this is the last game, but the regular season. But now they have another chance. They're a little bit closer to the end zone than on this play, but it was a pass to Mateo Brinson, and that's why they've been covering him so well in this one. He has 4 targets. It's Ryan Kraft. Rolling out, taking a hit, and down for a gain of 1. It keeps the clock running, and Merced has to get another play off quickly.
Hey, kudos to Kraft, who in trouble was able to get back to the line of scrimmage and, as you said, even gain the extra yard. Hard-fought play. We're rooting for that Sonora boy.
Kraft quickly picking it up, throwing over the left side, and it's out of the hands of Dasani Tate for a quick 3rd down.
Now they need to regroup. Flawless execution here for the Blue Devils. As the COS faithful who have come out from Visalia, a few of them are starting to wake up and they're starting to feel the momentum. But Merced has been known to strike last and strike fast and walk away with the win. And this is their turn right now. Flawless execution is what they're looking for.
On this play, you only need 9 yards to get that fresh set of downs. Kraft breaks one defender, throwing eventually, and it bounces off the chest of the defensive back, incomplete, and it's 4th and 9.
He was just off a little bit, threw it just a little low after the spin move, and had the man there just a little too low. And here it comes. This is it for the Merced Blue Devils as the coaches come out to meet with the team. Hurtado's offensive line coach, head coach, offensive coordinator, everybody going to gather. Here it is, boys. It's 4th and 9, a minute and a half to go. We're down by 3. We need this.
This broadcast of Merced College Football is brought to you by Merced College Football, Minturn Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 1 minute, 27 seconds. Only 33 seconds taken off the clock in 3 plays. It's 4th and 9. You have passing options. You have running options. If you run, the defense may not expect it, but at the same time, you have to run for 9 yards before the defense catches up to you. If you pass, you have to make sure it's a good receiver that's going to hold on to the ball, even if they take a big hit. But either way, you have to go 9 yards to get a fresh set of downs, but then go down quickly and do another one. 4 receivers, Kraft, COS, 3-man rush, passing, Dasani Tate gets it, and a first down, crosses the marker, and Merced stays alive, going to place the ball down quickly as they need to at this moment.
What an incredible play, exactly where they needed to go. I was not sure if COS was going to allow that mid-range pass, but Kraft, with given that extra time, and kudos to the offensive lineman coach, Jeremy Hurtado, who spoke his team and said, guys, give them that time.
Kraft takes the snap. Scanning the field, looking deep. It's Dasani Tate, overthrown. Nearly finds the end zone from 55 yards away. But Dasani Tate not near enough to get his hands on it.
Man, that ball was thrown beautifully. It just in coverage, 2-man coverage. Tate just couldn't quite get there to get it and just tumbling across. But second down and 10, they still have some life in them here. Nice throw, by the way. Ryan Kraft, man, he just put that right in there.
It's going to save Merced some time as well. 1 minute, 11 seconds, 1-1-1. 3-point game, 2nd and 10 inside Giant territory. It's Kraft in the gun, and he's going to look to throw. Mateo Brinson can't hold on to it as he was falling on his back.
Everybody here, including me, all held our breath for a minute. Brinson is slow to get up right now on the sideline off the field. 3rd down and 10, Merced. He took a hard fall backwards trying to hold on to it, but he's up on his feet and back in the game.
Looked like he may have knocked the wind out of him. Big 6'5", 235-pound tight end.
Yeah, he's
the one that wants it. Tripped up, fell horizontal parallel to the ground. He got up quickly when he knew that his team needed him.
Collective sigh and hush there for just a moment, but he's back in it.
3 receivers right side. Kraft, play action. Throwing over the middle. Mateo Brinson gets the first. Inside the 30, still fighting for yardage. And the stop of forward momentum gets down to the 30. Now under a minute left to play.
That's how you do it, boy. Get right back in there. They thought you were hurt. They weren't going to cover you, and give it to Brinson. He's the guy to do it. Here they come. Merced making another game. Getting exciting once again.
Ball set. Clock started. Romello Presley to the right of Kraft. 4 receivers once again. It's Kraft staying in the pocket. Forcing to take it himself, and he gets 5 yards to make it 2nd and 5. It looks like we're going to see a Blue Devil timeout.
They have enough to give, right? I mean, I'm glad this is the last game of the season. We've seen too many of this season. My heart can't take this. I mean, I walked into this game still thinking about the Hartnell game a few weeks back, and it was tough. And here they are again with the final seconds doing it again.
Merced College, what they do best. Only a few yards away. They started at the 40, needed 60 yards. So far, they've gone 35.
And calling the timeout, stopping the play. I think they have one more timeout to give, don't they?
Each team has 1 timeout remaining. There's 42 seconds left. Merced, when we look back at their games throughout the season, they had 1 game against Feather River, which was right here at Stadium 76, where they were leading 30-10 with 5 minutes, 17 seconds remaining. Feather River ended up going 21 straight points within 5 minutes, a field goal to win the game, and then left Merced on their home field alone. Then they played Foothill, who they lost by 3 2 weeks later on their home field again, and then playing Hartnell just 2.5 weeks ago, where they finally won at the very end with a pass from Betancourt to Brinson, and it's Kraft's turn with 42 seconds left to have another game-saving play. It's a handoff to Presley, cutting left side, goes out of bounds but loses the ball as well, and he gets the first, a fresh set of downs inside the 20, a red zone opportunity as they take 11 seconds off the clock.
Nice run by Presley. Did exactly what probably the coach wanted him to do. Get first down, get out of bounds if you're in coverage.
Merced 8th in the state for red zone touchdowns, 33 of 49. They've scored on 33 trips to the red zone out of 49. We will see if they can do it one last time for this season and give Coach Bob Casey another win and a final win. Presley moved out to the right side.
You know, we already know that they're within range of field goal range because they have a kicker with a foot who can hit it from this distance.
The snap looks right, switches left side. Dasani Tate cuts around 1 defender, breaks free inside the 10, taken down inside the 10, and the clock continues to run at 25.
Forget kicking a field goal. Let's try to win this thing, boys.
Merced saying go, go, go right now. 17 seconds. Kraft takes the snap and spikes it down so that they can avoid using their final timeout. Everybody in the stands standing. I guess that's why they call it stands, but Merced College just a few yards away from taking the final win.
$14 seconds to go. They're going to run another play here. 10th play of the drive.
Tate on the bottom of your screen. Merced going to hold off, take another call, but forced to take the timeout anyway is Merced College. 14 seconds remaining, a 3-point game. You're watching the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College Football, Minturn Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. A 3-point game, and Merced College fighting their way all the way back down. I'm Levi Flores along with Justin Flores. Thank you for joining us for the action. And when I mean action, I mean action. Look at this. Ryan Kraft possibly leading the game-winning drive on his final game of JUCO and Bob Casey's final game as a head coach at Merced.
Well, they're going to leave it all out on the field here. Rather than kick a field goal to try to tie this thing with 14 seconds, they're going to go for the victory or at least the first down in one more play. Leave it out on the field. I love it.
3rd and 2. It's Kraft. The town is cheering, and there is the snap. Kraft rolling out, throwing all the way across. Dasani Tate's down on the ground. They throw the flag for pass interference, and Merced stays alive as they get closer to the end zone. Give him an automatic first and put him at the 5.
Holy mackerel, that defender just rolled Tate over. It was so blatant, and they did not hesitate to throw the flags. We all saw it. We knew it. And my goodness, with 8 seconds to go, 1st and goal at the 5. They might even have a chance at 2 plays. Who knows? I mean, 1 play and you're in. You know, you go back and you think, okay, coach, we went for it on 3rd down and 2. Leave it all out on the field. Don't kick the field goal to try to tie it. And now they find themselves after 1 play, 1st and goal with still 8 seconds to go.
I think Merced College is still going to try to go for the passing game because with 8 seconds, you don't have time to reset up and spike the ball and stop the clock. You have 0 timeouts, so if you pass, if it's incomplete, at least you get that 1 more play. And COS is going to call their final timeout. Back in 30 seconds, don't go anywhere. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minturn Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practice.
0 timeouts on the board, a 3-point game, 8 seconds remaining. It's Ryan Kraft and the Merced College offense out on the field, looking to score 1 more time to end the season with the victory at a bowl game and get a ring for this season. Kraft is in the gun. Wing T formation, a tight end off the right side. Kraft looking to throw, ball comes out, grabs it, throwing, last second, throws it out, and 3 seconds remain on the clock. Unfortunate turn of events, but luckily Ryan Kraft was able to put the hands back on it and save it for 1 last play.
Come on, man. Kraft had a heads-up play. He knows he's down to seconds, turns, throws, even threw near a possible receiver. Of course, it was away from him, but now we're really talking about the end of the game, Levi. This is really it. Oh, are they going to throw? Are they coming out to just tie the thing up after all? Force it into OT?
Augustine Pisa out for the field goal attempt to tie it up at 33s. Pisa is not their first string kicker. Earlier on in the season, it was David Presley, the freshman out of Hilmar. But it's up to Pisa, who came in late of the season, to take over for Presley. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. And it is through the uprights, tied it up, going into overtime. Merced College happy that they get another chance. It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl College Playoff. Still more time remaining. Tied up 33-33. Who will come out on top? Find out next.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school. So it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them. And get and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games, yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
Who has it for us, though?
NorCal Sports TV, it's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl, and the Merced College Blue Devils kick a field goal with 2 seconds left. Augustine Pisa, the hero, to send it to overtime. 33-33. We've seen plenty of things on this field over the past few months, and that's one thing I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, at one point I thought, the coach is going to say, guys, no regrets. Let's just let you try to win this thing. But final with 2 seconds after that fumbled snap and the toss incomplete, coach just said, you know what? Let's tie it up and send this thing into OT and see if we can make it happen there. So the teams are going to, I think they play that rule where they get it from the 25 and try to score, and depending on what happens, the team who gets the ball second is the one that tries to make up the difference, right? If they can hold the first team, then any score for the second team is the win.
Yeah, so they start at the 25-yard line. They can C-A-N, get a first down. And then, obviously they have to go in from there. But they can get a first down. They have to score. They're not forced to go for two, but after the second overtime, they are. So if we have a tie and another time for, 2 overtimes, the third one, they will be forced to go for two in hopes to get one team to win, of course. And it is untimed as well, so they have all the time in the world besides, the play clock. And the captains go back out for both teams to see who will get the ball first and which way they will go.
Hard-fought game for sure. I mean, how do you end a bowl game? Well, you end it with a tie. And OT is going to have to decide. And both teams, obviously defense and offense, will get an opportunity to do what they've done all night. Both teams have done well deep in territory near the red zone. Whoever gets the ball first will get an opportunity to strike first, which will force the second team to do the same or better. So in other words, whoever gets the ball first, the defense wants to at least force them to a field goal, because then a touchdown wins the thing. Or nothing, right? Whoever gets the ball first, if that defense can stop them from even getting any score, then any score of the other team wins the thing.
This game could have easily gone either way throughout the course of the 4 quarters. There was failed 2-point attempts. There was 2-point attempts taken back for the opposite team. There was interceptions. There was pick sixes that ended up coming back. I mean, there's everything you can imagine, fumbles. Anything that you can look up in football probably happened tonight on this field, and it just happened to end up with a 33-33 tie.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me how we ended up. Merced had a lot of close games today. Instead of just letting it go or winning it here at the end, we've got an OT tie, which is, like I said, what better way to end a bowl game? And for some who are in their final football games of their careers, maybe not moving on beyond the JUCO league, and they're sophomores, and even if they move into university levels, 4-year schools, maybe not playing sports, going on with their degrees and working toward that career. And you've got players that I'm not sure exactly what they're doing next, like Kraft or Betancourt and all the other sophomores of either team. So what better way to wrap up and say, hey, guys, we're going to play some more here tonight.
COS will have the ball first. Remember, it's starting at the 25-yard line. You can get a first down. If you score a touchdown, you do not have to go for a 2-point conversion. You can have an extra point or a 2-point conversion. Goes to the opposite team, and they have to try to tie the game with that or take the win if you can go for that 2-point conversion and get it when the other team didn't. And then after 2 overtimes, if it gets to that, the third overtime, both teams will be forced to go for a 2-point conversion. So right now, College of Sequoias back out on the field for the first time in probably over half an hour since the last time they had the balls in their offensive hands, and they haven't been the best from the red zone. It's only when they got to the 1 yard line and they can easily punch it in. But here's Pineda to start overtime, and he gets about 5.
Remember, if they go to pass, it can be intercepted and ran down for a pick 6, which would be, if I'm not mistaken, that immediately would end the game as well. So, I mean, a lot of little options here. Even though they're starting from the 25, I do believe an interception is played just like it would be in the game, in which the opposing team, the defenders who get the INT, would have to run it down for a touchdown.
2nd and 6, and it's Lamb looking to throw, rolling right side. Eventually in some trouble, takes it himself, almost tripped up, able to stay on his feet. Inside the 10, 5, touchdown, COS. Just able to walk in after running for about 20 yards.
Wow. It was such a broken up, slow-moving play. The fact that Lamb was able to stay on the feet all the way from the right hash mark, he ran across the field. Yeah, it's kind of strange when you get into OT and you get this style of play because it doesn't feel like football because you start from the 25. There's no kickoff. And even I was just going to say both teams look to be just a little out of breath, maybe a little slow. And even in that very slow developing play, even though it resulted in a touchdown, still for some reason just doesn't quite compute. But it is, and COS now has the lead.
Here's the snap, the hold, and the kick. For the first time, we see COS put it through the uprights. So they take the lead in overtime. They score the touchdown and the extra point, so they're up by 7, 40-33. But now Merced has the chance to do the same thing. It's not like NFL, where if the first team scores, you don't get the chance to. College, it's different. Both teams get the ball, and they just have to match each other until somebody doesn't.
Yeah, so Merced, obviously, a field goal's not going to do it. They have a chance. They can get the first down. They can get one first down, obviously. Or maybe 2, I guess, if they get the first down close. But this is it. This is it for Merced here. They need to match them. You score and you either go for 2 in the win or 1 in the tie and go for the second OT.
Kraft looking to throw on their first play in overtime. Finds Hidalgo and a flag flies in the middle of the field as Hidalgo is taken down late and a little slow to get up. In overtime, you have about a maximum of 12 plays. You can get 2 first downs, and a maximum of 12 plays as the referees go to the middle of the field, find out what that flag was about. But 12 plays, so you can move nice, slow, methodical. Just make sure you get there. Honestly, that's the most important part about this. And the flag is going to be a holding against COS. So move it forward for Merced, getting closer to that end zone without even having to try. The hometown crowd making their voices heard.
That was a huge penalty, which put them right there at the 15. And a first down, if I'm not mistaken, which means they can actually technically get one more first down if they get it just inside the 5. So that was a huge penalty for him. Hidalgo slow to get up after that play for Merced.
And it will be Kraft alone in the backfield, 5 targets out for him on 1st and 10 from the 15, looking at that end zone. That's sweet as honey. Kraft over the middle, out of the outstretched arms. A beautiful throw to Ezra Morales, but a little too far leading him.
My heart just kind of got stuck in my throat there for a second.
I had no idea where he was throwing until Morales dove out, trying to catch that one. It falls incomplete to make it 2nd and 10. Good eyes from Ryan Kraft. The field vision is incredible. Yep. And if he can find some way to do that once again, but instead throw it a little closer to the receiver.
He threw it hard enough, but just a little too far out.
Play action over the middle. Mateo Brinson at the 5 and taken down at the goal line. Referee calls him short, but I think that ball was across the line.
Massive play. Here they come. They strike and get that ball across. How much you want to bet they're going to go for 2 in the win? Wow, I can't believe the game we're watching here tonight.
And on the replay, you see Brinson's leg fly up in the air which avoids any kneecap from hitting the ground. And the ball did go across that goal line, but in real time, very possible that the referee saw that he was short of the goal line, which is the official call. And COS calls a timeout in overtime as Merced College knocking at the door to possibly tie it up.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
Inches away from the goal line, and the Merced College Blue Devils looking to score and then kick the extra point attempt to tie it up and send it into the second overtime. It's the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. And here's Kraft in the gun, who's been leading almost the entire game. A handoff up the middle and stopped short of the goal line. And it'll be second down and goal from inside the 5.
Just couldn't quite punch it in. Matter of fact, lost a yard there.
That was Romello Presley on the carry.
Remember, here in overtime, if you're just joining us, Merced needs to score and an extra point to tie the thing up. This is the first overtime. If they score, they can actually win the thing with a 2-point conversion.
Kraft had the option, takes it around the left side, and down inside the 2 as he folded. And it looks like he's not good, out of bounds.
They need to get this across the goal line here in the next 2 plays. Otherwise, this game's over, and the College of the Sequoias Giants win this thing. But this is not good for Kraft, who is down on the sideline after taking that hit. I haven't seen him get up yet.
Betancourt warming up already, and we'll take a look at Kraft. Can't really see the replay of him down, but he went down rather hard out of bounds as he was trying to get to the end zone. Coach not happy on the sideline, yelling at the head referee, but Betancourt going to have to come into the game and try to win it for Merced just like he did 10 days ago. Blue Devils head to the sideline to talk about their future plans as it's 3rd and 3. Kraft still being worked on the sideline. You're watching the 2021 Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College Football, Minturn Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. Watching the Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV. Presented by Merced College Football, Minturn Nutco, Live Oak Farms, Vista Ranch, and the NCS TV Sleepaway Summer Basketball Camp. Ryan Kraft hurt on the sideline after trying to convert the play to score, and finally up on his feet on the sideline.
It's good to see.
Not walking quite yet, but he's up on feet. And Merced College now, it's Jacob Betancourt, who I've always been a fan of. I like his gameplay. I like how he uses the ball. Sad to see Ryan Kraft go out, but it's Betancourt's time once again to see if he can lead the team and tie it back up in overtime.
Yeah, the good news about Merced is they do have a depth chart, and we know both these quarterbacks can lead the team. The one thing here about OT is even if they don't punch it in here on 3rd down, they still have a chance on 4th down without, they technically have 2 downs to go here.
Wing T, it's Incampera and Presley. Incampera gets it, pushes through, and he is in for the Merced touchdown.
Took them 7 plays, but they got there. Now they need the extra point to tie this thing and force it into double OT. Or coach, maybe he's going to go out there and say, let's go for 2 points and just win this thing outright. Producers here say no, they wouldn't go for 2. They're going to go for the 1 to tie the thing.
And we see DeMondre Evans and Ezra Morales going out onto the field, but a lot of confusion from the Merced sideline. I see no number 36, who is Augustine Pisa. And Merced College going for the win. The hometown crowd up on their feet, and I hope you are at home too. It's Jacob Betancourt in the gun. In Campera on his right side. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Betancourt rolling right side, throwing, and it is in and out of the hands of the defense. And the College of Sequoia Giants take home the bowl game ring. The 2021 Valley Center Bowl belongs to the Giants at Don Odeshu Field, the home of the Merced College Blue Devils.
Well, it was an exciting finish. Yes, it was an OT, but you can't. You got to give it up. Both teams played hard. COS, played harder. And you know what? You got to just leave it on the field, and that's what Merced did. They went for 2. They went for the win, and you got to give it to them. We went for it, guys. We went for it. We just didn't get it in there.
Can see the emotion out on the field from both teams, the celebration and then the sadness on the opposite side. Both teams going to greet each other at the middle for the congratulations. But in the end, it's the College of Sequoia Giants who take the win 40-39. And this is what you can say the Thanksgiving Day game, the bowl game. And if you were to give a turducken, which is the turkey duck chicken that John Madden always used to give out, who would you give it to in this game, whether it's on Merced side or the COS side?
Oh, I'd probably give it to those guys who caught the INTs today against one of the top passers of a league, of a team that is known for passing. Those guys were playing heads up today. Both teams played heads up the entire game.
And that will do it for the 2021 Valley Center Bowl. The College of Sequoia Giants 40 to the Merced College Blue Devils 39. I'm Levi Flores along with Justin Flores. Thanks to our team, Joseph Yanez, Shuya Matsushima, and Armis Yanez. You've been watching the 2021 Valley Center Bowl on NorCal Sports TV.